administration's aim is
to give the people back their faith, their wealth, their democracy, and indeed their freedom.
The president touched on the border and America's influence abroad as what he hopes to quickly reshape, also changing what he feels has been a perception of the United States as of late.
We will be working to meet every crisis with dignity and power and strength.
He also hints at expanding the U.S. footprint on and beyond this planet, saying he wants to see America's flag planted on Mars.
Fox's Gernal Scott. A short time ago, the president signing the first documents of his new term, mainly procedural measures to make his cabinet nominees and other appointees official. Later, he's expected to issue a series of executive actions, including measures to roll back steps taken under President Biden. Chants of "Thank you, Joe," after a farewell speech from the now former president at Joint Base Andrews.
My dad taught me the measure of a person, heard me say it before, is how quickly they get back up when they get knocked down. That's what we have to do right now. And we've always done our best as Americans. We never, never, never give up.
Saying he's leaving office but not leaving the fight. Just before leaving office, announcing a final round of pardons aimed at protecting people from potentially politically motivated prosecutions, including President Biden's siblings and Liz Cheney, who as a congresswoman helped lead a Capitol riot investigation. In remarks to supporters after his inaugural address, President Trump criticizing those Biden pardons and hinting that he will make January 6th related pardons. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Just don't bother going outside. 10 degrees with clear skies downtown. Your radar clear as well. Low of about 5 tonight. I'm Harrison Silcox. Here's what's trending at 3:02. This cold isn't just uncomfortable, but it can also be dangerous. Forecaster Matt Eckhoff explains how wind chills can bring temperatures to harmful levels.
The wind takes heat away from your body very quickly. Your body heat kind of warms up the air immediately around you, insulating layer of air that forms between your clothing and your skin. But the wind can kind of just pull that away.
Eckhoff says frostbite can set in within 30 minutes if you're outside with exposed skin. You might have heard Governor Mike Braun is shaking things up in state government. Ryan Hedrick reports.
One of the governor's more notable moves was eliminating the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion.
I think we'll see more of it. I think there's a feeling that there's an acceptance of doing this at this particular time, and Indiana part of that equation. Saw Governor Braun on national TV last week talking about it.
Gary Dick from Inside Indiana Business, speaking with WIBC's Tony Katz, says companies nationwide like Meta and Indianapolis-based Lilly have cut their DEI offices. Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
State lawmakers are promising to handle the issue of property tax relief this legislative session, but what that will look like remains to be seen. Indiana House Speaker Todd Houston says right now property taxes is the job of the state Senate, but he offers a vision on what relief could look like.
So the system doesn't need to be completely blown up. It needs to be refined to make sure we don't see such large increases that property tax payers have seen the last few years.
He tells All Indiana Politics they need to pass relief, but also make sure local governments have the funding they need to provide the services that they do. What will we get now that Donald Trump is president again? These Hoosiers have some thoughts.
Chaos and ridiculousness is basically, and no actual real government.
Hopefully he makes good on his promises and sticks to his word and does what he got to do. I'm just hoping everything, the economy and everything bounces back.
I hope so. He does what he did before.
Indiana Republican Senator Jim Banks says that Trump is going to fulfill promises he made, which include securing the border, initiating mass deportations, and unleashing American energy. Traffic and weather in 60 seconds. It's 3:04.
It's tax time, and tax time is your time to buy a new Nissan and get double your tax refund or down payment only at Andy Moore Nissan of Indianapolis. For a limited time, when you buy any new Nissan, Andy Moore Nissan will double your tax refund or down payment up to $5,000. That means your $1,000 becomes $2,000. Your $2,000 becomes $4,000. Your $4,000 becomes $8,000. This month only, Andy Moore Nissan will double your down payment up to $10,000. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. Good credit, bad credit, even no credit. Our credit experts will get you approved with the best terms with as little as $0 down on any new Nissan in stock. Andy Moore Nissan is making deals other dealers won't and approving deals other dealers can't. Andy Moore Nissan, 4302 Lafayette Road, Indianapolis, Indiana.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with national LTE coverage. Go to rapidradios.com and you'll get up to 60% off free UPS shipping. Add code RADIO for an additional 5% off.
With traffic on the 5s at 305. Good afternoon, Matt Bear.
What is happening? Harrison, looking at Hancock County, westbound 70 looks good right now as you come in from State Road 9 Greenfield to 465 on the east side. If you're outbound right now, heading on eastbound 70 on the east side, it looks good from the north split out to 465. That's about 4 minutes, and continuing on to previously mentioned Hancock County, looks good through Mount Comfort Road on out to State Road 9 and beyond. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage for a limited time. Go to rapidradios.com now for 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code RADIO and get an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Thanks, Matt. And here's your forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Mostly sunny skies today, but bitterly cold. We'll get up to 10 for an afternoon high, but wind chill values at 10 to 20 below will fall to 2 later tonight. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Tara Hastings for 93 WIBC.
Sunny and 10 degrees right now. I'm Harrison Silcox on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos?
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
That I will faithfully execute.
That I will faithfully execute.
The office of President of the United States.
The office of President of the United States.
And will, to the best of my ability.
And will, to the best of my ability.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
And so it begins, ladies and gentlemen. Donald J. Trump, your president of the United States of America, the inauguration today. A lot of optimism, I feel like. Let's see how long that optimism lasts, Hammer. Let's see how long it takes before Pencil Neck, Adam Schiff, or someone else to file some impeachment charge. I'm not trying to, play poo-poo on this whole thing, but I'm cynical, and I'm already thinking, like, what's laying ahead that are going to try to stifle Donald Trump and his presidency and his administration. You know what I mean?
I get that, and I totally understand. And you're right. But give me one day. Give me one day, Nige. That's all I'm asking.
Okay.
I woke up today and I was excited because the commander-in-chief no longer needs a diaper change. The commander-in-chief doesn't have to watch Matlock with pudding smeared on his face. We've got a commander-in-chief that no longer falls up and down the stairs multiple times. I'm excited for that. If anything else, and the executive orders, the pen, they're in the hand of Donald Trump. Let's do this thing.
He already signed a few. It was all like cabinet picks and stuff like that so far. But one of the things I noticed, here's the way my mind works. So J.D. Vance got up there and he took the oath of the office and he raised his right hand and put the other hand on the Bible. Donald Trump got up there, raised his right hand, and took the oath of office. Did not put his hand on any Bible. All right, what are we supposed to think about that? All right, that's what I noticed. That's my takeaway from the inauguration. Donald Trump. I think Melania was a little late getting there with the two Bibles.
Okay.
She had, I think she had like the Lincoln. I don't know. She had two different Bibles. But Donald Trump did not put his other hand on the Bible while he was taking the oath of office. What do we make of it? Hot takes right now, all around the room. Allison, you first.
Pass.
Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a... Like, I was more captivated by Fetterman. Did you see Fetterman today?
That's Fetterman is the other thing we're taking away from the inauguration?
Like everybody else has like suits on, and this is like a historic day. Fetterman shows up. He's got shorts on, like a hoodie. It's like he's knocking on the door of a Planet Fitness to see if they're open.
We have to remember the inauguration was moved indoors because it was way too cold out.
Correct.
Allegedly. That was the reason. But Fetterman walking in with his cut off sweats and his hoodie was hilarious.
Is the elliptical working today? I will say this for Trump, though. I thought that speech that he gave may be one of his best speeches he's ever given. He wasn't out there passing out nicknames, crying Chuck. It wasn't anything like that. It was about fixing the problems that we've got right now. And the best part, Nige, the chef's kiss, is that Biden's standing right behind him when he's talking about all the crap that he's got to fix from the previous administration. Biden's sitting back there, probably doped out of his mind on something, having to sit there and listen to it. That was awesome. Make him listen to it.
Donald Trump decimated while not calling out Biden, or even, I don't know that he even referenced the administration directly, but touched on the fact that the past 4 years have been a disaster.
Right.
and
total,
yes.
Total disaster.
Kamala Harris and Joe Biden back there in the sitting down in the backdrop behind him had to sit there and take it.
Here's a little bit of Donald Trump's post-oath speech that he gave. This is the part about the border and crime.
First, I will declare a national emergency at our southern border. All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came. We will reinstate my Remain in Mexico policy. I will end the practice of catch and release, and I will send troops to the southern border to repel the disastrous invasion of our country. Under the orders I signed today, we will also be designating the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. And by invoking the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, I will direct our government to use the full and immense power of federal and state law enforcement to eliminate the presence of all foreign gangs and criminal networks, bringing devastating crime to U.S. soil, including our cities and inner cities. As Commander-in-Chief, I have no higher responsibility than to defend our country from threats and invasions, and that is exactly what I am going to do.
That was just a little bit of it. I mean, he touched on so many things, but I think most people are wanting to hear about the border and crime.
In designating the cartels as terrorist organizations, I think people need to really understand what that means. That you understand that designation could mean the use of military force on Mexican soil.
Right.
And I was listening to Joe Rogan. He had a Navy SEAL on there or something a couple of weeks ago, and they were talking about the possibility of this. And the SEAL was like, they have no clue what's coming.
The cartels?
The cartels have zero. They are violent. They are murderous. They are despicable, and they have zero clue what's coming should this happen.
Another, I thought, very poignant moment happened because of a mistake. So Carrie Underwood was tasked with singing America the Beautiful. And the instrumental part that she was supposed to sing over the top of froze up and it didn't work. So people were just standing there for like a good minute, just looking around, not knowing what to do. But being how she can actually sing, Carrie Underwood invites everybody in the rotunda to sing along with her, and she knocks it out of the park.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of green.
hairs on your arms standing up.
And you're saying there was supposed to be accompanying music behind her, like a track.
An instrumental backing.
Wow.
Yes. It like played for a second and then it stopped and everybody kind of looked around. And then Carrie, being the total pro that she is, says, sing along with me.
Okay.
Now, thank God they got somebody who could actually sing, because had they had like Mariah Carey in there, remember the vocals of Mariah Carey without the music?
Make my wish come true. Ooh, you, baby. Ooh, you.
See, thank God.
So make my wish come true.
Carrie Underwood can actually sing. So I think one more time, we debuted this song this past Thursday when we were on the road promoting our tequila. But on this Inauguration Day, I feel like it's appropriate to give it one more spin. From Hammer and Nigel Records, this is our little Vanilla Ice-styled tribute to Trump's inauguration.
President-elect Donald Trump is set to make his return to the White House alongside Vice President-elect J.D. Vance.
Yo, J.D.
Let me tell you another mammal story.
Let's kick it.
Trump's back, baby.
Well, Rosie O'Donnell's disgusting.
Trump's back, baby.
All right, stop. Inaugurate and listen. Trump is back with a new administration. Biden took his job too lightly, crapping his pants daily and nightly.
Did you get shot?
You're damn right. Then he got up and said, fight. Winning so much, you're about to get tired. Word to Biden. He's fired. Getting back. Our canal from Panama. Rock my yacht to the Gulf of America. No sleep. There's a lot to do. Like deporting those hags on The View. He's back to save this country with Elon and Vivek Ramaswamy. Country was a mess, but now he'll solve it. Check out the hook while JD revolves it.
Trump's back, baby.
Joe Biden is a dummy.
Trump's back, baby.
China.
Yo, let's get out of here. Word to Pelosi.
President. Can you believe it?
All right, Matt Bear, he is standing by with a look at the roads.
Eastbound 70 looking nice into the south split, right wide open from Belmont into the south split. No delay at the moment. Same with inbound 65 looking good. MLK down to the north split. Eastbound 465 on the northeast side just a touch slow from Allisonville Road to I-69. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com now for 60% off and free UPS shipping and code radio. And get an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
All right, we are going to have a good time this afternoon. We are going to have fun. And we're going to try to forget the fact that it's freezing balls outside. Good Lord. 13 is the temperature right now. 13 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. But up next, we are going to connect with Casey Daniels from the Kendall and Casey Show. She is at the inauguration in D.C. We'll try to get a hold of her next.
And Nigel Tequila by Hiatus. Smooth, flavorful, and crafted for those who appreciate the finer things in life.
Available at any Ale Emporium location. Must be 21 to purchase.
You can plan like a contender would today. You can get your new tailor-made financial plan in the game by calling the fiduciary advisors at Trajan Wealth. Matt Bear here. Happy Monday. Trajan Wealth understands the importance of diversified portfolios, focusing on growth, risk management, and low-cost investment options. Let Trajan Wealth's fiduciary advisors help you craft a plan to meet your goal. Visit TrajanWealth.com to schedule a complimentary consultation or call 317-480-2020. Trajan Wealth will game plan with you, creating a financial strategy that is tailored to you with your hopes and dreams in mind. Your team will dedicate the time needed to listen to your goals and educate you on the options. Develop a wealth management plan that reflects your values. Call the fiduciary advisors at Trajan Wealth to schedule your free consultation, 317-480-2020, or visit TrajanWealth.com today. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
Hi, I'm Charlie Comer from Comer & Cross Premium Garage Floor Coatings. If your garage floor looks bad with stains, cracks, and pits, it makes your entire garage look bad. And a bad epoxy job or chipping paint makes your garage or basement look worse. With one quick call to 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, I can save you $1,000 on a new Comer & Cross garage floor or basement floor during our winter sale. A Comer & Cross concrete floor coating is the gold standard. Guaranteed. A Comer & Cross garage floor won't chip, crack, show tire lift like epoxy or paint ever. And here's the Comer & Cross difference. We make it so easy. We move your stuff out for you. We fix the cracks and pits perfectly. And one day, you'll love your new Comer & Cross garage floor or basement floor, guaranteed. Call us right now for your quick and easy quote and details on $1,000 off during our winter sale. Even our number's easy. 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. Or go to COMERcross.com.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man, high five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Up top, bike shop.
Yeah. It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messethorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time.
Woo!
Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Blood, sweat, tears. At Bill Estes, we know it takes hard work and years of doing the right thing to build a business people can depend on. That's why we don't make empty promises and expect your trust. Estes earns it. From Ford F-150s and Toyota Tacomas to Ram 1500s and Chevy Silverados, we have the trucks you'll love at prices you can believe in. But don't just take our word for it. Your trust means something. Estes earns it. BillEstes.com.
He's got the red, white, blue, blind high on the farm. You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Hello, Nigel here. Hammer over there. Is Casey on the hotline? Do we have
She
her?
is. Casey Daniels is in D.C. at the inauguration. How are you?
Hey, happy Inauguration Day. Happy Liberation Day is what Donald Trump said.
So tell us the vibe. You're there. You're in the mix. What's going on? How's it feel?
I'm actually trying to get out of the mix. I've worked this is one of the ridiculous things with all of the roads being blocked off and, the perimeter still has really heavy traffic. And I pulled over because I'm trying to get myself out of D.C. and I'm by the National Harbor right now, which is interesting. Not a big crowd here because it's a little farther removed from the National Mall area. But I figured I better pull over while I talk to you guys.
So tell us the vibe. Like, what was it like being there, like walking around D.C.? Is there optimism, or do you find that the swamp creatures are still a little upset that here comes this guy planning to disrupt the norm?
You know what? Everybody that I talked to that was there for the inauguration were clearly in support of Trump, and they were all excited, saying it's a great day for America. This is when we start. And everybody was really happy and excited. You could definitely tell the difference between people that were there for the inauguration and people that are always there, the policy wonks, those type of people. Not always as happy. They were kind of more like, okay, now this is a day at the office. They were working. But the general vibe was very much a little clearly some disappointment because everything was so shut down. But the people, there were people still having a good time, Hammer. They were still managing to enjoy themselves.
And then, Casey, what's your plan for the rest of the day? Did you, because I know you had tickets and they were dwindled down, and then you couldn't get into certain things, and everything was put inside. What are you doing for the rest of the day?
Yeah, well, for the rest of the day, I mean, the day clearly started early for me with the Kendall and Casey show, and just you have to get going early to get anywhere right now. So my day is actually winding down. A lot of the watch parties have already started to end, except for that one that was at the Capital One Arena. That's still going on. Those people are still there. They've been there all day long. But like the Hoosier inaugural watch party, which was at Mission Navy Yard, that wrapped up a little after 2 o'clock. So a lot of the formal watch parties are winding down. Of course, people are still having fun in the restaurants and bars. But I'm actually starting to make my way out of town because, as you know, it's about a 10-hour drive to get back home to Indiana.
Casey, any protesters there, or the fact that it was mainly indoors and it was cold, freezing cold outside, did that deter some people? What was the vibe like of the anti-Trump folks?
Yeah, well, there was still some of that, and you would still get a mouthful from people here and there. But mostly the Trump supporters just ignored them, and it was kind of like, this is our day. You lost. I didn't really notice a lot of people paying them any attention. I heard some rumblings that they, had some different things set up. So there was still some, but, they were in the minority. They lost. So people were not, giving them any attention, really.
Right, but they lost back in 2016. There were some
riots.
Yeah, there were some small little, riots going on.
Yeah, well, where I was, I really didn't notice a whole lot. I will tell you, I ended up watching the inauguration and the speech not at a formal watch party. I was just at a restaurant with some family. They'd saved me a seat. And the comments that I were hearing were how Joe Biden made the sign of the cross. Like, it just seemed really dismissive and not a nice thing to do. And, of course, Trump's speech was just laid out everything that people voted for him for. So there were cheers and people were happy about that. Of course, when he got sworn in, obviously everybody was really happy about that. And a lot of talk about what Melania was wearing, her hat.
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. She looked like she was like, it looked like it was Bonnie and Clyde. Kind of like she looked awesome. Very, how would you describe how she looked with that hat and the suit and everything?
I would say that she looked very tailored, very put together, like she always does.
Oh,
but
it was awesome.
The thing that people were saying that I heard was that you couldn't see her eyes, like she was hidden the whole time, and how she looked like she was ready for vendetta. She just did not look like – she didn't have this big glowing smile. It was just very down to business.
Right.
And, of course, when the Carrie Underwood thing happened, when the music wasn't playing, everybody was just saying, just sing, just do it, just do it. And then she did, and everybody was, like, commenting on how classy that was.
Right.
And she just took charge of the situation and was not going to let that, ruin the moment. So everybody was really happy about that.
Casey, we got about 30 seconds left here. Tell me your favorite story about your experience in D.C. at the inauguration so far.
My favorite story? It was probably being able to experience it with my family, and that may sound really cheesy. I know, but the fact that I was there with people who know D.C., they knew their way around, and I felt like, okay, I wasn't completely lost and on my own. Just the fact that I kind of had some guided tours that were looking out for me and made me feel safe.
Very cool.
Last night, it was a little eerie with everything being shut down and questioning security.
Right,
so
right.
That was probably my favorite. My favorite thing about it was being there with family.
Well, Casey, safe travels back and enjoy the experience, and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, thanks, guys.
It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Mark Beadle. Nigel, not just another real estate agent. He is a local Indianapolis real estate expert, the best there is. Just ask Crystal in Franklin. She was moving to Kentucky and needed to move fast. She got Mark Diedel's marketing plan and was blown away. The plan worked, got full list price in the first weekend, just like that. Mark and his team got it done.
Mark Diedel is the only real estate agent that we trust and recommend to put our names on with the Hammer and Nigel show. Why? Because of the guarantee. Mark Diedel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. That's why he's the best in the business. You pick the move date, no long-term contracts, and you can cancel at any time. This is how good Mark Diedel is. 317-755-4232. Or go to markdiedel.com. Mark, D-I-E-T-E-L. markdiedel.com. Tell him Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Dads happen. There's a whole lot of stuff that can mess up the look of your vehicle. Don't paint your car. Go PDR with Kill a Dent Removal. PDR is paintless dent removal that saves your factory finish and is way less invasive than traditional body shop repairs. And it's faster too, sometimes same day. Google Kill a Dent Removal and check out the reviews and photos. Then schedule your repair. Hail baseballs, kids, fender benders, shopping carts, flying cows, angry exes, and anything else that leaves dents. Don't paint your car. Go PDR with Kill a Dent Removal.
The Christmas holiday is done. You got some great gifts, and you might find that you've got some old jewelry you're not going to be needing anymore with all that new jewelry you got. Take that old jewelry to PA Jewelers. Check out the buy room and find out how much you can get for that vintage jewelry and those gemstones. Talk to PA Jewelers today. They're more than a kiss. Inside Premier Arms, 3754 South Green Street in Brownsburg. 317-858-3030. 317-858-3030. Online at premierarms.com.
Health gives you the ability to love more, feel more, be more. Health gives you the ability to live an extraordinary life. Because every day, no matter the challenges, is a chance to breathe. Laugh until your belly aches. Cry because you care so much. And experience everything that makes your life truly extraordinary. For 150 years, Franciscan Health has been there, watching extraordinary lives unfold. Love your extraordinary life.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
It's a cold one. Skies are clear and just 10 degrees downtown. There's nothing on your radar either. Tonight's low down to about 5. I'm Harrison Silcox. Here's what's trending at 3:33. Temperatures dropped below zero today. Matt Eckhoff with the National Weather Service says you can expect a couple more days of this frigid weather.
Tomorrow's high is expected to be 8 with a low tonight of 1. So, yeah, not much improvement. The winds do die down a little bit, so our wind chills improve.
Some snow flurries may also be seen at some point today and again on Thursday and Friday. Don't expect it to stick, though. Eckhoff also says you should keep your pets inside. Donald Trump has promised to invoke the Alien Enemies Act in 1798 during his inauguration speech today as a response to migrant crime.
I will direct our government to use the full and immense power of federal and state law enforcement to eliminate the presence of all foreign gangs and criminal networks, bringing devastating crime to U.S. soil.
President Trump is promising sweeping reforms immediately, promising executive orders on immigration, the economy, and fossil fuel drilling. What are some people from Indiana expecting with Trump back in office?
A few Hoosiers gave their thoughts on that after Trump was inaugurated. I'm John Herrick.
Chaos and ridiculousness is basically, and no actual real government.
Hopefully he makes good on his promises and sticks to his word and does what he got to do. I'm just hoping everything, the economy and everything bounces back.
I hope so. He does what he did before and better.
After the inauguration, Indiana Republican Senator Jim Banks said Trump will fulfill his promises to secure the border, initiate mass deportations, and unleash American energy. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
One final game day coming up for Notre Dame football this evening. They've got Ohio State and the national championship in Atlanta. Notre Dame head coach Marcus Freeman is keeping the focus on the present the last couple of days.
This isn't about the last 2 times we played Ohio State. This opportunity is about this opportunity, and we got to make sure we focus on that because this opponent is this current opponent. It's not the last two that we faced.
This will be the third matchup between these two teams in the last 3 seasons. The Fighting Irish have not beaten the Buckeyes since 1936. Kickoff at 7:30 tonight. You're 1 minute away from traffic and weather. It's 3:35.
Hey guys, it's Rob for Universal Windows Direct. Right now, what an amazing deal going on. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. That's right. For every 2 windows you buy, you'll get the next 2 more absolutely free. That's right. For every 2 windows you buy, you'll get the next 2 more absolutely free with no limit and 36 months of no interest financing. That's 3 years to pay for your windows without a single cent of interest. Plus, if you've already received a quote from another company, bring it to Universal Windows Direct and they'll beat it. That's their commitment to giving you the best quality and value for your home. Now, some restrictions might apply, so call Universal Windows Direct today at 317-659-7574. 317-659-7574 to get all the details and schedule your free in-home estimate. Or visit universalwindowsdirect.com. universalwindowsdirect.com. 317-659-7574. Tell them Rob sent you.
The traffic at 3:36. Here's Matt Baer.
Eastbound 465 slows from Allisonville Road over to I-69. Inbound 69 looking nice right now. Moving up to speed from State Road 37 down to 465. Outbound traffic moving from the north split on eastbound 70. Just 4 minutes out to 465 on the east side. And everything outbound on the south end of downtown. That's westbound 70 from the south split out to the airport collected. No problems at the moment. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Book your custom patio project before March 1st and save up to $2,500. Big enough to service, small enough to care. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And here's your forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Mostly sunny skies today, but bitterly cold. We'll get up to 10 for an afternoon high, but wind chill values at 10 to 20 below will fall to 2 later tonight. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Tara Hastings for 93 WIBC.
I'm Harrison Silcox on the level on the go and on WIBC.com.
The only way to bag a classy lady is to give her 2 tickets to the gun show.
It's Monday Gunday with the gun guy.
Just watch out for the guns. They'll get you.
Guy Relford.
Stop calling your arms guns.
Hammer and Nigel show.
My name is Nigel. Jason Hammer is here, also joining us live in studio with the gun guy, Guy Relford, licensed firearms instructor, 2A attorney. How are you, sir?
I am great, and thanks as always to our sponsor for Monday Gunday. That's Premier Arms in Brownsburg, with the largest selection of new, used, and historic firearms in the Midwest, and PA Jewelers located right in the store. Check them out at 3754 South Green Street in Brownsburg or premierarms.com.
So much to get to today, Inauguration Day for President Trump, but your initial thoughts on everything you've witnessed today. And they had the inauguration moved from outdoors to indoors. We could talk about security and stuff like that, but just overall impressions of what you saw today with Donald Trump and the inauguration.
Yeah, it just feels like the adults are in charge again. That's just literally the feeling I have. We've had this, out of control, misdirected regime in Washington now for 4 years, and it just feels like the adults are in charge again. And we're going to put, make America great again has become such a catchphrase, and people don't sit back and think about what that really means. And that's exactly what it feels like to me right now. Is let's start putting America first. Let's start worrying about our own security, our own economic stability, our own prosperity, and let's make America great again. And it's not just a hat, it's not just a T-shirt. It's really what, in my mind, it feels like we're about to be engaged in again. Thank God.
And here we are on day one, and we're already seeing the report that the El Paso port of entry is now closed at the United States southern border. Like, the dude just took the oath of office hours ago, and already we've got action taking place here. So I think that goes into what you're saying when the adults are back in the room here. A group of people, adults plural.
Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. And, we expect the Laken-Riley Act to pass here immediately and be signed immediately into law, which is going to have a huge impact And no, it's almost like relief. You know, my dad used to say the thing about hitting yourself in the head with a hammer is it feels really good when it stops. and that's kind of how I feel. I feel like we've been hitting ourselves in the head with a hammer for 4 years, and thank God that's over.
And your thoughts on the pardons that Joe Biden casually just kind of dropped with minutes left to go in his presidency?
They keep coming. It's like they're never ending.
Right.
Like, honestly, it's like...
So you have the Biden crime family, right? You've got the
brothers
family members
and sisters. Hunter already got one.
Yeah. And oh yeah, Hunter's had his for a while. But keep in mind when... You know, there was some amount of due diligence going into the crimes, the financial crimes, the sale of influence crimes that Biden family was engaged in, with Hunter being right out there in front. But so many of these other family members, if you ever saw the one diagram they put in at a hearing in Congress where they had, I can't even remember the number of bank accounts this family has, and all these LLCs and offshore corporations, and all the arrows going from bank account to bank account and bank account. Those are all the people. Beyond Hunter and Joe, all those other family members, those are all the people that got pardoned today.
I heard John King of CNN, Nige, say that doing that with just minutes left to go in your presidency will tarnish Biden's legacy. And man, I don't know, because I fight with Rob Kendall about this. Yes, his legacy should be tarnished. This was a bad 4 years. If you're being honest with yourself, it's worse than Jimmy Carter's. But the way that these woke, super progressive academia folks are gonna write the textbooks, like by the time I've got grandkids, they're gonna be reading about how Joe Biden rescued us from COVID, guy.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I think anybody objectively looking at Joe Biden's legacy, I mean, you know, do these pardons tarnish his legacy? I'll go back to Grandpa Relford again. You can't fall out of a hole. You know, I mean, to me, his legacy is
I wish we could give him a show.
Yeah, well,
we need to get the Grandpa Ralph on a show. But I would love that.
But I mean, it's just so bad already. I mean, how do you make it any worse?
Here's how bad it is. We don't know what the pardon is for Fauci. Just, I mean, with Milley and, you know, there's other guys, but like, what's the pardon for? And the pardon starts at 2014. So I don't know what Fauci was involved with in 2014. I know that Rand Paul has credibly accused him in front of committee hearings under oath of gain-of-function research and funding that, but we don't know. We have no idea what it's for. It's just kind of like a blanket pardon.
It's such a great point, Nige. It's such a great point because it suggests that Joe Biden knows, and Joe Biden thinks a pardon is necessary. And that's what's so fascinating about it.
No, but they're going to say, oh, Donald Trump's going to get revenge or something like that with the Department of Justice.
Well, to your point, exactly to your point. When I saw the announcement, what did it say? We're worried that the Trump administration incoming is going to politicize the Justice Department and go after people with a political agenda in criminal prosecutions. I'm like, oh, wow, we got a precedent for that now, don't we?
Yeah, the hypocrisy is completely lost on the political left. This entire transition, the hypocrisy has been lost. We saw that with Tim Kaine, who's buddies with Bill Clinton, giving a finger wagging for Pete Hegseth not treating his marriage vows with respect.
Yeah, right.
Like, the hypocrisy is just lost. One more thing on the inauguration, because I do want to talk some things about guns and the state of Indiana here.
You bet.
How would you go about securing an event like this? You've got a president who has been shot once, threatened to be shot again, a major target clearly on his back. Secret Service has been, shall we say, put through the ringer this past year with the leadership. Like, how would you go about securing an event like today? Is this why it moved inside more so than the weather, you think?
Well, and listen, I've never certainly worked for the Secret Service or had any kind of high-level responsibility. I have taken protective operations training, so I have just maybe a tiny little bit of insight. But I think the first thing you do is you move it inside. And I know the reason that it was moved today ostensibly was because of weather. I'll tell you what, if I'm the Secret Service and I've got this coming up and I've already gotten my butt kicked and gotten a lot of public scrutiny over two different assassination attempts on this president, now president, then president-elect, or then candidate. I want it inside. You put that in the Capitol where I don't have to worry about sight lines from 1,000 yards away. That's the first move I do. And if there was any question or concern about the weather to begin with, I'll guarantee you the security concerns put that over the edge in terms of making that decision.
Come back for one more segment?
Always, you betcha.
All right, because I want to talk about what the Indiana General Assembly is doing and how Joe Hogsett's name factors in some possible legislation. We'll talk about that with Guy Relford. It's Monday Gunday on the Hammer and Nigel Show.
American Standard Heating and Air. They are built to a higher standard. I would know because I use nothing but the best. I use American Standard equipment at my house, and I also use American Standard dealers. In fact, here's Hammer to tell you about one of those awesome American Standard dealers located in Central Indy.
B&W HVAC, Plumbing, and Electrical. Join B&W's Premier Club today. Stay ahead of breakdowns and costly repairs. Premier Club members receive routine maintenance, priority scheduling when the weather gets crazy, and yes, exclusive discounts. Call B&W and ask about the Premier Club today. 317-214-0108. That's 317-214-0108 or visit bplusw.com. American Standard Heating and Air, built to a higher standard. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
The holidays are over, and the new year is here, making it the perfect time to think about the future. More specifically, it's the perfect time to think about your financial future. Right now, Howard Bailey Financial is offering a free retirement toolkit, a comprehensive guide designed to help you plan, save, and jumpstart the retirement you deserve. To get your free copy today, text FUTURE to 888-262-1104 and download your free retirement toolkit. Start 2025 off with a gift to yourself, filled with all the tools you need to plan for a positive and purpose-filled future. Just text FUTURE to 888-262-1104 to start planning today. Make this new year your year to invest in yourself and secure a brighter tomorrow, starting today. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. Please see disclosures at howardbailey.com.
Hi, this is Denny Smith for Exercise Inc. A lot of folks give up on their bodies in their 40s or 50s. Statistically, we gain 1.5 pounds every year past 50, and it's usually a tough slog to fight that. 19 years ago, I took a friend's recommendation, and I went to Exercise Inc. for one of their free consultations. Me? I didn't want to get heavy. I wanted to stay trim and in shape, and that was really a struggle. 19 years ago, I went, and 19 years later, I'm still going every week. They've helped me to reach and maintain my health and fitness goals, and they do that with specific strength training in only 20 minutes a week. You've just got to try this health and exercise approach, and the consultation is free. My guess is that, like me, you'll be skeptical for the first couple of weeks, and then it happens. You'll feel better. You'll probably lose some weight, and you'll probably look better, too. Go to Exercise Inc. today and sign up for a free consultation. Avon, Brownsburg, Zionsville, and Greenwood, now in Fishers, too. ExerciseInc.com.
Are you ready for your custom Dream Bath by B? Our acrylic tub and shower remodels are a low-maintenance custom solution for your home. Grouted tile can lead to water penetration, but our etched tile options offer both beauty and longevity without the maintenance. And to celebrate being an employee-owned company, B is offering 1 bath remodel for as low as $99 a month or get 2 bath remodels for as low as $249 a month. Call now to schedule that free in-home design consultation.
Your home is your sanctuary. Get the peace of mind you deserve with a free estimate on a Generac automatic standby generator for your home from Generator Supercenter, the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer. With expert installation and 24-hour monitoring, Generator Supercenter won't leave you in the dark. Financing is available. Take control of your power today with Generator Supercenter. Call 317-827-0808. Generator Supercenter of Indianapolis, 317-827-0808.
B is offering 1 bath remodel for as low as $99 a month or get 2 bath remodels for as low as $249 a month. Call now to schedule that free in-home design consultation.
Hammer and Nigel here, inviting you to join us as we kick off the weekend every Friday around 5:45 with Beer Sample Friday, brought to you by our friends at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Book your custom patio project before March 1st and save up to $2,500. Indy Decorative Concrete, the patio experts. Big enough to service, small enough to care.
You want to listen all day to WIBC, but you don't always have time. Don't worry. There's a podcast for that. The WIBC Mashup. Daily highlights from your favorite hosts, Tony Katz, Kendall and Casey, and Hammer and Nigel. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
Matt Bear's got to look at the roads.
All right, report of somebody getting hit by a car. This is downtown Penn at 12th, there next to 65. Also, report of somebody getting hit by a car, 38th at Keystone Avenue. On the west side of Stall, northbound 465 at West 21st. That's the right lane that's closed. Traffic sponsored by B. Window. Transform your bathroom with Dream Baths by B. New tub or shower conversions can be installed in as little as 1 day and at financing as low as $99 a month. Visit bwindow.com for details. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Right now, 13 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Monday, Gunday with Guy Relford. Guy, the Indiana General Assembly, they got things rolling at the State House, and you got some good news.
I do. Bill that I wrote that we've talked about. We've talked about this issue here on Hammer and Nigel. I think I was subbing for Nigel one afternoon when we had now Governor Braun that came in. We talked to him about this issue because red flag laws came up during that interview. And currently, because a red flag proceeding, this is where your guns can be seized from you on the allegation that you're dangerous, quote unquote. Currently, that's a civil proceeding. And that has a couple of different ramifications. One, and this is what this bill addresses, is that even if you're found to not be dangerous, let's just say your angry ex-spouse picks up the phone, makes a completely malicious, unfounded call to authorities and say, you're crazy, you're dangerous, you threatened him or her with a gun, and the police come and seize your firearms, they start a red flag proceedings, and you hire me, we win, we establish it was completely frivolous, never happened. And right now, that sits there on your record. Anybody doing a background check on you, an employer.
Even if it was completely made up and they lied about it and you proved it, it's still on your record.
It just sits there on your record that this case was filed against you. It'll reflect that you were found to not be dangerous. But I've had clients because I don't know what the number is, but I mean, I've won the vast majority of red flag cases, and I guarantee you I've had more of these cases than any lawyer in the state. I win the vast majority. That's primarily because I take the cases I believe I should win. But once we go in and win the case, I'll have people come back to me and say, you know, I lost my job because of this, because they renewed a background check and saw that there was this allegation that I'm dangerous sitting out there on the internet. And one lady drove a school bus and could not get her certification to drive a school bus renewed because there was this unfounded allegation that she's dangerous out there, even though we won her case. So what House Bill 1137, which I wrote and was introduced by Representative Ben Smaltz. He's the guy who authored our constitutional carry bill when we finally got it passed. Big hero of the Second Amendment. But that is not only been filed, but it's set for a hearing. That's the number one hurdle you got to get over when you introduce a new bill. It's set for a hearing this Wednesday at 10:30 in the morning in room 156A. If you're out there listening, you want to come in and support this, come to the room. Just be there and support room 156A in the State House at 10:30 on Wednesday morning.
Guy, we got about 2 minutes left here, but there's a new Indiana law that, well, they're trying to make this a law about entertainment zones. Yeah, right. And I'm using air quotes there. And that has a slippery domino effect. Walk me through this.
It really does. Well, this is something you guys and I have talked about before, this general issue. Remember when Hogsett came out and the city council came out and said, we're going to set up essentially an entertainment zone in Broad Ripple, and we're going to ban guns in Broad Ripple.
Gun-free zone.
Yeah, and we talked about how that violates the preemption law. And the preemption law in Indiana, for people that don't know, says local governments like the city of Indianapolis can't regulate firearms. And there are certain exceptions, but certainly declaring all of Broad Ripple a gun-free zone to simply deprive law-abiding citizens of their Second Amendment rights doesn't fit into any of those exceptions. Well, this bill, introduced by Ed Delaney, and no fan of the Second Amendment, certainly, been around the Indiana legislature a long time, would essentially allow a city government like the Indianapolis City County Council, it could be Hammond or Fort Wayne or Evansville or Bloomington, wherever, they can establish entertainment zones in a particular part of their city and then ban firearms within those entertainment zones. So I guarantee you, Broad Ripple, downtown,
right?
We can ban all firearms. So you and I walk into our car, after doing the show or whatever it might be, we can't possess our firearms legally because we're now in an entertainment zone where guns are illegal.
Now, this has to be passed by the General Assembly before the City County Council can start getting squirrely. Is that correct?
That's exactly the point. You're dead on, which is right now, the City County Council can't do that because it would violate the law. I would sue them, I would win, and I would recover a lot of money.
I would think, generally speaking, as I understand it, gun-free zones are 100% effective.
Yeah.
Nudge, you and your drugs.
Okay.
And to prove the facetiousness of your point, intentionally, is that's where all mass shootings happen, is in gun-free zones. I mean, always.
Easy targets. And again, Hogsett, you've heard the same thing I have, right?
Oh, yeah.
Trying to cook the books when it comes to these homicide numbers.
Oh, big time. Well, and this is a hot topic for me because I fought for 10 years to get constitutional carry passed. And what they're now starting to do, we're told, same sources, you and I, that the Hawks administration is going to start taking justified self-defense homicides out of the numbers when they report homicides, and it has a couple of effects. One, it reduces the number substantially.
Right. They want to make the number look smaller by not using the same data we've used every other year.
Exactly. So year to year, it looks like they're doing a great job. But secondly, the numbers are up for justified self-defense shooting because more law-abiding citizens are able to carry and defend themselves under constitutional carry.
Boom!
So the Hogs administration, which opposed constitutional carry to their very last breath, is now going to use constitutional carry and the positive effects it's having to make their numbers look better. How ironic is that?
Okay, Allison's going to strangle me. We're running way late. Where can we get more information on maybe where we can show up to support your bills or just pick your brain about anything?
Contact me through the website, man. It's relfordlaw.com, relfordlaw.com.
Guy, you're the best.
Thanks, guys.
It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
You can plan like a contender would today. You can get your new tailor-made financial plan in the game by calling the fiduciary advisors at Trajan Wealth. Matt Bear here. Happy Monday. Trajan Wealth understands the importance of diversified portfolios, focusing on growth, risk management, and low-cost investment options. Let Trajan Wealth's fiduciary advisors help you craft a plan to meet your goal. Visit TrajanWealth.com to schedule a complimentary consultation or call 317-480-2020. Trajan Wealth will game plan with you, creating a financial strategy that is tailored to you with your hopes and dreams in mind. Your team will dedicate the time needed to listen to your goals and educate you on the options. Develop a wealth management plan that reflects your values. Call the fiduciary advisors at Trajan Wealth to schedule your free consultation, 317-480-2020, or visit TrajanWealth.com today. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
I've just been feeling so sluggish lately. You should try the Metamucil 2-Week Challenge. The Metamucil 2-Week Challenge? Yeah, Metamucil 4-in-1 Fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Start your daily routine now, and in 2 weeks, you could be feeling great. Well, it's been 2 weeks. How you feeling? Lighter and feeling great.
If you want to feel lighter by promoting digestive health, sign up to take the 2-week challenge at Metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Get C&J's 6-point well inspection for the low price of only $285, and if you book now, you get double value from it because that $285 can also be used as a credit towards any other purchase above $900 for things like well cleaning, pump replacement, tank installation, or a new hydrant. This is Denny Smith, and you need to get this winter special before the season's in deep freeze. Just call C&J. Great systems and great people, too. 317-852-WELL. That's 317-852-WELL.
Coming up in 2 minutes, it's very cold today if you haven't already noticed, and you're going to be saying that again for the next couple of days. Mike Braun is not the only person who is moving on from DEI in Indiana, and how some of you feel about Donald Trump's return to the White House. Those stories and plenty more coming up after Fox News Radio from the Technology Recycler Studios. Sunny skies, just 10 degrees downtown. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 4 o'clock.
Change is coming. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News, as President Trump promises to usher in a new era for the United States.
President Trump says he was elected with a mandate to completely and totally reverse what he called a betrayal of the past 4 years.
For American citizens, January 20th, 2025 is Liberation Day.
In his inaugural address inside the U.S. Capitol, the president promised a golden era of American wealth and expansion. Speaking after the formal address, President Trump told supporters he plans to pardon many defendants criminally charged and convicted for their roles in the January 6th Capitol riot.
Fox's Jared Halpern in Washington. Just before leaving office, President Biden announced preemptive pardons related to the January 6th investigation and for others, including his own siblings, aimed at shielding them from potential political prosecutions. Some Trump executive actions could happen at the Capital One Arena, hosting some of the inaugural events moved inside because of frigid weather.
It feels like this place is a coiled spring right now. We've got about 20,000 people who have crammed into this arena waiting for President Donald Trump to arrive, and you get the sense when he does show up, this place is going to erupt.
And Fox's Bill Malugin reports a desk is also waiting.
They just put the presidential seal on it. We're told that President Trump is going to sit down at that desk in front of this crowd of 20,000 of his most fervent supporters and start signing executive orders.
Orders expected to focus in part on border security. The new administration already ending use of an app that allowed nearly 1 million people to legally enter the U.S. with eligibility to work. Opponents considered that a magnet to the southern border. No Trump nominees are confirmed yet, so a variety of acting directors are being named, including Immigration Attorney James McHenry as acting Attorney General. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
You might as well just get used to it. 10 degrees, mostly sunny downtown. Your radar is clear. 5 is likely going to be the low tonight. I'm Harrison Silcox from Moss Roofing. Here's what's trending at 4:02. This bitter cold is supposed to keep up for a couple of days, says Matt Eckhoff at the National Weather Service.
Tomorrow's high is expected to be 8 with a low tonight of 1. So, yeah, not much improvement. The winds do die down a little bit, so our wind chills improve.
Flurries are also possible today, and then again Thursday and Friday. None of that snow supposed to stick. Eckhoff says you should also keep your pets inside. You might have heard Governor Mike Braun is shaking things up in state government, including cutting the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Gary Dick with Inside Indiana Business says DEI offices are being cut across the country.
I think we'll see more of it. I think there's a feeling that there's an acceptance of doing this at this particular time, and Indiana part of that equation. Saw Governor Braun on national TV last week talking about it.
Dick talking with WIBC's Tony Katz. He says companies, universities, and several other government groups are also cutting back any DEI initiatives. And now that Donald Trump's been inaugurated president, the reactions from Indiana are pouring in, and not everyone feels the same.
I feel excellent about it. Oh, it's great. Looking forward to it.
I feel extremely horrible and disgusted. I hate Donald Trump.
We're so happy for President Trump.
Not much is going to change, I hope, dramatically. All I can say is life goes on. I got a coffee, and I'm going to focus on that.
Indiana Republican Congressman Rudy Yakum said Trump taking back over as president is the beginning of America's comeback, and property tax relief is coming. Kurt Darling reports that is the assertion being made by state lawmakers.
Many Hoosiers saw their property tax bills go up big time in the last couple of years. Indiana House Minority Leader Phil Giaquinta believes the issue can be helped by moving current state dollars around.
You know, if there's ways that we can make sure that we're fully funding, we believe fully funding education in all forms in the state, that will help with property taxes.
Talking to All Indiana Politics, he believes this will take pressure off local school boards from having to pass property tax referenda to keep up funding. Kirk Darling, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
You're 1 minute away from traffic and weather. It's 4:04.
These cold winter nights mean more than just frosty windows. They can also spell trouble for your roof. Freezing Freezing temperatures, ice, and snow can lead to leaks that cause costly water damage if left unchecked. Moss Roofing is here to help. Tony Katz here, and Moss Roofing are the only ones to trust. A family business based right here in central Indiana. Whether it's a free inspection, patching a pesky leak, or a full roof replacement, their expert team has your winter roofing needs covered. Plus, they offer numerous financing options to make it easy on your wallet. Don't wait for that drip to turn into a disaster. Call Moss Roofing today for a roof done right every single time. Talk to Moss Roofing today. 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-747-3665. Moss Roofing, 747-3665, or find them online at Moss Roofing, MOSS, mossroofing.com.
True Green. Get a golf course quality lawn for less than you think. Sign up at truegreen.com. That's TRUgreen.com. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
The traffic on the 5s at 4:05. How's it going, Matt Bear?
Harrison, 38th, the Keystone report of somebody getting hit by a car. Same downtown. It's Penn at 12th. Again, report of a pedestrian struck. On the west side, southbound 465 after West 21st. That's a breakdown in the right lane. Traffic sponsored by True Green. True Green. Get a golf course quality lawn for less than you think. Sign up at truegreen.com. That's TRUgreen.com. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Mostly sunny skies today, but bitterly cold. We'll get up to 10 for an afternoon high, but wind chill values at 10 to 20 below will fall to 2 later tonight. I'm Wish TV Storm Tracking meteorologist Tara Hastings for 93 WIBC.
I'm Harrison Silcox on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are
weirdos?
My name is Nigel. Jason Hammer right over there. You missed it earlier. Donald Trump taking the oath of office to become the 47th president of the United States. 2 separate terms, 45th and 47th. Right? Did
Yes.
I get the math right?
Yes. You just said 47th earlier, and then you followed it up by not knowing what the second number was.
Okay, 45th, 47th. All right, just making sure. But
Listen,
before that,
baby.
Yeah, but before that, Joe Biden went on a pardoning spree.
Yeah, this
Hammer.
was
like huge.
Remember when Oprah was passing out cars on her show that one year? You get a car, and you get a car. That's what he was like to his crime family members today. You get a pardon. You get a pardon. Hunter's already had one, but you get one too. So we woke up this morning. It's Inauguration Day, and you start to hear the news that Dr. Fauci got a pardon. General Milley got a pardon. Great question. The January 6th committee members got pardons.
Why?
Great question. But then, literally minutes to go until the orange man gets sworn in, news breaks that 5 members of Joe Biden's immediate family get preemptive pardons. Wow. His brother James, Sarah Jones Biden, which is James' wife, Valerie Biden Owens, which is Joe's sister, John T. Owens, which is Valerie's husband, and Francis Biden, which is another brother. So 2 idiot brothers, you've got a sister involved, you got Hunter involved here, all getting preemptive pardons, Nige.
Well, okay, let's start with Fauci. Why did he get a pardon, and why did the pardon go back to 2014?
Well, I would guess, now again, I don't have access to classified information.
No?
But it's probably around that time Dr. Flip-Flop and Fauci starts experimenting with some of this gain-of-function research, which ultimately leads us to the summer of love in 2020 when the pandemic broke.
It's just interesting to me why you would get a pardon when they're... What did they do? What are they accused of?
Well, they're going to argue that, well, Donald Trump is just going to go after people because people went after him. He's going to weaponize the Justice Department, which we talked about with Guy Relford earlier. the hypocrisy is totally lost on these people. Like, they went after Donald Trump for the most ridiculous things. And now they're concerned that where there's actual paper trails, I mean, Rand Paul has been working to bust Fauci's backside for a while. He's got the receipts. They've got it. They don't want their buddies to be in trouble, so they're putting in preemptive pardons.
Okay, but the gain of function stuff with COVID happened in 2020, 2019. Why go back? I'm just talking about Fauci specifically. Why go back to 2014?
I'm telling you,
Like,
Comer's
what
got
is
something
going
on him. Comer has to have something on him that goes back to 14, whether that's just the infancy of gain of function or there's something else. Maybe there's something else here, but Joe knows. And if Joe knows, then everybody else in that administration has to know, because he's usually the last to find out. So there has to be something that they were scared about. And for General Milley to get one too. So why would a general of the United States military have to get a preemptive pardon?
Well, he testified in Congress that he warned China that, hey, if Donald Trump gets a little squirrely, I'll warn you about it.
Is that wrong?
I mean, look,
should he have not done that?
I'm paraphrasing that. I understand it's more complicated than that, but that is essentially what it was. And yeah, it could wind up as treason. Not anymore.
And then, of course, the January 6th committee, which, all right, fine. If you want to put a pardon for Kinzinger and Liz Cheney and Schiff and all these folks, if they get pardons, that's fine. But I want Donald Trump to pardon the folks that were convicted of January 6th then. The folks that didn't attack police officers, they just happened to be in the neighborhood that the Department of Justice threw the absolute book at. I mean, they were chasing down grannies in the neighborhood and locking them up.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, ignoring real crime happening in inner cities. So if you want to fight fire with fire, let's go. If you're going to pardon all these folks, then we're going to let some of these folks out on the other end. Call that a even trade. What do you think? Quick shout out to the Culver Academy. They're the group that works with the black horses and the equestrian type of deals.
Yeah, I saw that.
They're representing Indiana today in the inaugural parade. For over 130 years, the Culver Academy has been doing big stuff. Usually they're a part of the inaugurations.
Dude, that's a kick-ass academy. Lake Maxinkuckee up north. It looked amazing.
Yeah.
It really was crazy.
So shout out to those guys. Yeah. And if you missed some of Donald Trump's speech earlier, again, I thought this was a great speech, one of his best, because he didn't fly off the handle. He didn't speak too long like the RNC convention. He wasn't passing out nicknames.
Yeah.
You know, it was, hey, this is what we're going to do. And some of the things he's talked about have already happened. The El Paso port has already been closed. The CB1 app, it's already down. So some of the things he talked about today have already happened. Here is Donald Trump talking about moving forward. We are America first.
We will be the envy of every nation, and we will not allow ourselves to be taken advantage of any longer. During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first.
And then he started talking about a number of other different things, including energy here in America.
We will bring prices down, fill our strategic reserves up again, right to the top, and export American energy all over the world. We will be a rich nation again, and it is that liquid gold under our feet that will help to do it. With my actions today, we will end the Green New Deal and we will revoke the electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto industry and keeping my sacred pledge to our great American auto workers.
And I thought that was key because that's a little shout out to Michigan.
Not only that, but he's saying that in the backdrop of Joe Biden sitting in a chair watching him say that.
Right.
I mean, just imagine those are all Joe Biden's policies that Donald Trump is looking at everybody and saying, yeah, this is all gone.
There was an interesting moment today where, again, if you tried to explain this to somebody from another country or maybe even a kindergartner, you would get laughed at. But Donald Trump had to make it clear that in this country, there are only two genders.
As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
That shouldn't be a standing ovation, right? Like, this is where we're at.
That should be like, yeah, head nod. Okay, I agree. And yeah, it was a standing ovation.
By the way, earlier today, I don't know if anybody saw this, when Joe Biden was being escorted out of the White House for the final time, I pulled some strings, Nigel, and I got a secret camera in there. So if you go to our Facebook page right now, and I'll put it on Twitter, at Hammer and Nigel, you're going to see what took place. And I'm not going to lie, it was shocking to see Donald Trump escorting Joe Biden out of the White House for the final time. I mean, talk about a transfer of power. That's
not what I was expecting to see. Wow.
Go to facebook.com/Hammer and Nigel. You will see the Hammer and Nigel Show secret camera, and I'm getting ready to put it up on Twitter right now. But before we do that, I believe we've got a special guest on the hotline, Nige, joining us from one of the inaugural parties. Ladies and gentlemen, AI Donald Trump.
Guess what, boys? Daddy's back. Hammer and Nigel, it's nice to see that you both came to work today. I know it's rare when you actually do a show together. Anyway, how great was today? Isn't it refreshing knowing we now have a president who doesn't need a diaper change? We now have a president who doesn't randomly sniff children. Now that Biden has gone off to the local Visiting Angels old folks home, it's time to get to work. You may have seen the list of executive orders I have already signed. The next one will be an order to deport those awful women who host The View.
Good.
Oh, and maybe Rachel Maddow, too. I never did care for that guy. Anyway, I have some parties to get to. Plus, I think I see Kid Rock going into the Lincoln bedroom with Melania. I better go see what that is all about. And just like the Wolfpack in The Hangover, we are back. We are so back. USA. USA. AI Trump out.
Yeah, baby. There it is. AI Trump on the hotline.
Oh, Melania and Kid Rock?
Better go in there and keep an eye on that.
Wow.
All right. It's now on Twitter, too. So if you're on Twitter, you can see the shocking situation that took place earlier today between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Make sure you share that, retweet it. Facebook and Twitter at Hammer and Nigel. Matt Bear.
Looking at southbound 465 on the west side, it is a stall after 21st Street, blocking the right lane. Downtown Penn at 12th, reporting of somebody getting hit by a car. Same with 38th at Keystone Avenue. Report of a pedestrian struck. Please be careful in the area. Traffic sponsored by Staples Stores, your local Staples Stores. Hot deals and super low prices throughout the store and everything for your business. Save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
The old guys are pretty agile, actually. Quick hands.
Yeah.
Quick hands. Right now, it is cold. It is 12 degrees at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Is this anything? Next.
Your local Staples store has hot deals and super low prices throughout the store on everything for your business. Save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples.
Guys, it's the same old thing. If you're waking up, you're tired, you don't have motivation and drive, you're gaining some weight, and you're losing muscle mass, they're all signs of low testosterone. You don't wait to find out for sure. Just go to Low T Center. They make it really easy to get your levels checked. Simple test, on-site labs. You get your results back right there.
The Low T Center, They specialize in men's health, whether it's testosterone issues, whether you want to be checked out for sleep apnea. Maybe you want to have some cancers screened out. The Low T Center can do that. They even have GLP-1 weight loss medications. So get an evaluation, see if you qualify. The Low T Center is now accepting new patients, and right now, if you get a new patient to come in, you get a $150 referral. LowTCenter.com. Book that appointment. LowTCenter.com, reinventing men's healthcare.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man. High five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Woo! Up top, bike shop. Yeah.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messelthorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time.
Woo!
Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
That's are us. When dreams don't get in, that's are us.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel, plus low to no monthly payments. Call 765-545-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsareus.com. 765-545-BATH.
That's are us. When dreams don't get in, that's are us.
Jewelrygram, it's your friends at Shane Company here to remind you that Valentine's Day is Friday, February 14th. We have just the right gift for your sweetheart, like heart-shaped necklaces, birthstones, or diamond studs. Getting engaged? Create a dream ring and choose from natural rubies, colorful sapphires, and natural and lab-grown diamonds in all shapes and sizes. At Shane Company, love is always in the air with our unmatched free lifetime warranty and everyday competitive prices. Come visit us in-store and at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet, so make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
B is offering one bath remodel for as low as $99 a month or get 2 bath remodels for as low as $249 a month. Call now to schedule that free in-home design consultation.
Hammer and Nigel presents
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is.
Is this anything?
All right, let's rock and roll.
Big Nige, I know there was about a 14-hour window where you were very distraught this weekend. I believe you had a candlelight vigil going when TikTok went dark for 14 hours. It was deemed a threat to national security by Congress.
Awful.
Forced to shut down initially, but then they put out this statement saying, hey, Trump's going to make it all better, blah, blah, blah. It came back. Here is a user freaking out during that brief period of time when TikTok went dark here in the United States.
We want to talk about criminal behavior. This right here. This is a crime. This is a crime against humanity.
Okay, yeah. I think it was something yesterday, for sure. I think it was definitely something, Hammer. But when you think about how the United States lets China buy land all over the United States, this compared to that is, it might be apples and oranges, but I don't know. I have family members that were affected by this. I mean, they were texting me, what is going on? Why can't I get my TikTok? And I'm just like, just use YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels or Facebook. It's the same crap, right? Am I wrong, Allison?
I've heard, though, that the editing features on TikTok make it so much easier now.
The editing okay. So meanwhile, TikTok was taken down for like 14 hours Saturday into Sunday. When it returned, it did return because Donald Trump is somehow going to give it some reprieve and giving them another 90 days or whatever. Here is how some of them celebrated the app.
We're back! We're back! We're back! It's been a long 12 hours.
Wouldn't it be fantastic if these people cared about the southern border
I was gonna say.
as much as they care about TikTok?
We're back! I can't believe it! Oh! There's no more murderers getting across the southern border, thank God! Oh, mighty! Oh, we're back! We can start posting fart videos again on TikTok!
That was a pretty good Mr. Bill impression from the old Saturday Night Live. That sounded straight up like Mr. Bill.
I was
well
trying
done.
to imitate that woman we just played.
Like, the thing that was cracking me up, and I posted about this weekend, like, we've all been fired for no reason before. Like, that's the career we've chosen, right?
Sure.
We could wake up tomorrow having the #1 show in Indy, #2 in all of America, and the company could be like, well, we just sold to Audacity. Soros owns Audacity. You're all fired. That's could happen in our industry. And nobody's going to freak out and feel bad for us. These tent people from TikTok, they expected the red carpet to be rolled out for them. Like, welcome to being an adult. One day you think everything's going great. The next day you're out of a job. That's how it works.
So I want to make sure everybody survived the few hours TikTok was offline in the United States. Now, it could happen again. It's back up and running now, but ladies and gentlemen, I want everybody to be prepared for it to happen again.
Are you experiencing TikTok detox? Symptoms include phantom thumb scrolling, staring blankly at your locked phone, and whispering, "For you, page, come back." TikTok detox. Side effects include productivity, awkwardly dancing in grocery aisles, and trying to duet with your spouse. Treatment options may include breathing fresh air, talking to humans in person, or trying this thing called reading. Consult your friends if you still have any. Call today because life after TikTok is possible. Maybe.
I mean, for some people, man, it was rough. So my wife is somebody who never posts. She just has a TikTok account to see things.
She scrolls.
Scrolls usually before bed. So I go to bed on Saturday night, and she's just sitting there, like just watching TV, angry. I'm like, are you okay? Yeah, I don't know what to do. My routine's been screwed up. I can't scroll through TikTok. And then in a very disgusted voice, she goes, do you want to have sex? Well, when you put it like that, yeah.
Come on.
Nothing else to do. I can't watch fart videos from Russia, so come on. It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
Oh, yeah. Elevate your tequila experience with Hammer and Nigel's Tequila by Hiatus. Handcrafted for connoisseurs.
The Hammer and Nigel show Tequila by Hiatus. Nigel and I made sure this tasted amazing. And you better hustle. Get to an Ale Emporium location near you. There are 3 locations. Half the inventory is already gone. So go get your bottle today at any Ale Emporium location. Must be 21 to purchase.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Have you noticed a musty smell in your home? I hope not, because damp smells mean that you could have a crawl space problem. That's where Indiana Foundation Service comes in, a groundworks company. They can honestly assess your situation and create a plan to waterproof your crawl space and get to the root cause of the problem. Schedule your free inspection at indianafoundation.com/row. And while you're there, check out my latest dirty job.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
It's Hammer and Nigel from Window Nation. Heating costs are getting out of control, and your best bet is to replace your cold, drafty windows with energy-efficient ones from Window Nation. Act now, and you'll save big with 50% off all window styles, plus you could get zero interest with zero payments for 2 years.
With an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau, you can trust Window Nation. Hurry, this big sale ends January 31st, so schedule your free in-home consultation right now. 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com.
Hey, Pat Sullivan here, and if you're ready to start the new year taking care of you, then my friends at Hope Plumbing are here to help. For the month of January, get softer skin and hair, spotless glassware, take better care of your home appliances, and save money with a $200 off any new water softener. Let's celebrate the new year with the gift of soft water and ditch annoying scale buildup, failing appliances, and rough skin and nails. Call my friends at Hope Plumbing today.
Hi, I'm Scott Wilson, third generation owner of Wilson Farm Market, just 15 minutes north of 465 on 31. If you are looking for your source of homegrown, locally made, know where your food's coming from, we are your spot. We have hand-dipped ice cream, 130 different kinds of cheese. We fry chicken, just a little bit of everything, a foodie's heaven. Wilson Farm Market, where good taste runs in the family. Just 15 minutes north of 465, right on US 31.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Why it's best to stay indoors. 11 degrees and sunny in downtown Indianapolis. Your radar's clear. Tonight's low down to about 5. I'm Harrison Silcox. Here's what's trending at 4:30. The cold isn't just uncomfortable, but it's also dangerous. Forecaster Matt Eckhoff explains how wind chills can bring temperatures to harmful levels.
The wind takes heat away from your body very quickly. Your body heat kind of warms up the air immediately around you, insulating layer of air that forms between your clothing and your skin. But the wind can kind of just pull that away.
Eckhoff says frostbite can set in within 30 minutes if you're outside with exposed skin, so you might as well just stay indoors. What can you expect now that Donald Trump's president again? At least Hoosiers have some thoughts.
Chaos and ridiculousness is basically, and no actual real government.
Hopefully he makes good on his promises and sticks to his word and does what he got to do. I'm just hoping everything, the economy and everything bounces back.
I hope so. He does what he did before and better.
Indiana Republican Senator Jim Banks says Trump is going to fulfill promises he made while campaigning. That includes securing the border, initiating mass deportations, and unleashing American energy. President Trump's already got a first wave of executive orders lining up that includes defining sexes and ending diversity programs. Here's Fox's Kristen Goodwin.
White House officials say President Trump's executive orders terminate federal diversity, equity, and inclusion programs and declare that the U.S. government will only recognize two sexes, male and female.
I return to the presidency confident and optimistic that we are at the start of a thrilling new era of national success.
Speaking during his inauguration address, the orders include directing the State Department and Department of Homeland Security to ensure government documents, including passports and visas, reflect a person's biological sex at birth and prevent federal taxpayer money from being used to fund gender transition services. Both are expected to spark backlash from civil and human rights groups. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
Last week, Indiana universities cut 25 positions to free up some space in their budget, including more than $20 million to prepare for sharing revenue with its athletes.
This is not official yet. Final hearing on this decision comes in April, expected to take effect July 1.
Gary Dick with Inside Indiana Business talking with WIBC's Tony Katz. That lawsuit involves the Power 5 conferences and includes the Big Ten, where IU competes. Nothing to report on the market today. Closed for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Traffic and weather in 1 minute. It's 4:33.
Pat Sullivan here for the Michaelis Corporation. I'm here with Michaela to talk about water damage. Water damage at your home or business can come from heavy rains, broken or frozen pipes, and countless other ways. Michaela, if someone has a loss due to water, why should they call Michaelis?
Michaelis is a local, family-owned Indianapolis company with 39 years experience. We are manning the phones and ready to help 24/7, 365. Michaelis specializes in water damage restoration, is IICRC certified, and will restore your home or business to pre-loss condition or better.
I know a big part of getting back to normal is dealing with the insurance company. Can Michaelis help there?
Yes, Michaelis works through the entire process on your behalf to make it easy and give you peace of mind.
If you have water damage, call the Michaelis Corporation. Water, storms, fire, and mold, life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Text or call 844-FIXED-INDY. That's 844-FIXED-INDY. Make it Michaelis.
The traffic at 434. Here's Matt Baer.
Eastbound 465 slow from Keystone Avenue past Allisonville Road. We have a crash at downtown Penn at 12th. Report of somebody getting hit by a car. Also a crash at 38th at Keystone. Again, a report of a pedestrian struck. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Book your custom patio project before March 1st and save up to $2,500. Big enough to service, small enough to care. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Thank you, Matt. And here's your forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Cold weather advisories in place through tonight with lows down in the low single digits to below zero in some spots. Breezy winds at times will make it feel like as low as -10 to -15. Upper single digit highs Tuesday, potential for some morning snow showers. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna from 93 WIBC.
I'm Harrison Silcox on the level on the go and on WIBC.com.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Your analysis of the championship game tonight, college football, Notre Dame, Ohio State. Ohio State favored by 8.5. I think I'm taking Ohio State. I would love Notre Dame to win.
Correct.
8.5.
Yeah, that's
come on.
That's the number here, and the fan in me against the rational better in me are having a little fight because I don't like Ohio State. I never have liked Ohio State. Ryan Day putting the Just for Men on his beard. Who do you think you're fooling? It's like when Hulk Hogan joined the NWO and had that dark black beard. Come on, dude. We know what you're doing. Eminem's trying to do the same thing right now. Just let it go, baby. Just let it go. And plus, he's just such a pompous jagoff, Ryan Day is. But
wow.
Boy, are they good. Unless the other team comes out as Michigan, they are really good. And they've got NFL wide receivers, and they're playing on turf tonight. Notre Dame's got a good defense, but Notre Dame's best player is their running back, and he's been banged up, man. So Las Vegas thinks Ohio State's going to win this thing by more than a touchdown. 7:30 p.m. kickoff on ESPN. I picked on the betting show, The Degenerates Next Door, Ohio State -8.5, and I hate myself because of it.
Well, I was on with you and Rob Kendall earlier this morning during Rob's show. 8.5, if I put 100 down, that's, almost $90 I win if they cover. Now, if I do $100 on money line, it's like $23.
Right. You get your money back and $23.
So
is it worth the risk?
But you think Ohio State is going to cover?
I think playing that game on turf, indoors, with those fast NFL wide receivers, plural, receivers, Ohio State's going to put some points up. But do not underestimate Ryan Day's ability to screw this up. Because he's had a hard time with some big games with Ohio State.
You're talking about the coach with the dark beard.
Right. Like the rest of his hair, not that dark. The beard, NWO Hulk Hogan. So, let us know what you guys think about the game tonight. Mike on the YouTube chat. I'm a Michigan fan. This whole game sucks. Because they got rivalries with both, Ohio State and, to a lesser degree, Notre Dame from back in the day.
I have not put a lot of money on anything in a while. I'm thinking about, even though I want Notre Dame to win, thinking about putting $100 on Ohio State -8.5.
Oh, go big or go home. How are you going to feel when they only win by 8? And you get beat by that hook, which is the 0.5.
Come on. And Ohio, Notre Dame's the higher ranking. Like Notre Dame is 7, Ohio State is 8.
True.
Does that matter in your world?
No, not at all.
Doesn't even matter, right?
Nope, not at all. And it's about how they're playing right now. Both teams are playing well, but, man. Now, here's what I think Notre Dame should do.
I'm going to do it.
Tell me if you think this is too far out of the box here.
I'm going to do it.
Knowing how Ohio State craps the bed against Michigan every year, Notre Dame should go back into the tunnel right before kickoff, come back out with Michigan helmets on. Just to troll Ohio State, get inside their head a little bit. They'll be ready to fight.
Could you imagine?
They're not wearing the golden helmets and they come out wearing Michigans.
Wow.
Oh, man. So you're doing it. You're pulling the trigger, Nige?
Give me a second here. Just give me a second. I
Okay.
have not made a wager in a long time, and my account is dry on FanDuel. So I don't. Yeah.
So you got to put $100 in to make this bet, and then you're crossing your fingers that it pays off for you. Okay.
I think you're pretty. A guy like you that knows his stuff, and I will admit, I think Ohio State will cover that.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's
Okay.
do it. We're in.
All right.
I'll match it. I'll go in
All
with
right.
you. I'll go in with it.
What?
Which means that you should bet the house on Notre Dame tonight because Nige and I are doing the same thing.
All right.
By the way, right now at YouTube, we have 66 likes. We've got to get to 100.
Come on.
Now, I may have made a promise to somebody on Twitter earlier that if we get to 100 likes, we will do the Trump YMCA dance on the YouTube cam with producer Allison involved in it. So, Allison, we're all in this thing together. So we've got to get to 100 likes, thumbs up. So go to YouTube, hit like, and if we get to 100, at some point between now and the end of the show, we will have some YMCA Trump dance fist pumping on the YouTube camera. You in?
I'll start stretching now.
New York Times is reporting we got some Doge Bros drama, Nige.
What?
New York Times reporting that Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy kind of bumping heads in this whole cost-cutting kind of thing going on. And Vivek has actually focused his attention on Ohio politics. Speaking of Ohio, there are reports that late next week, Vivek will announce that he's going to run for the governor in Ohio in 2026, taking over for DeWine. So, yeah, Elon, Vivek, sounds like too many egos maybe in the same room right there. And Vivek might be saying, you know what? You do this. I'm going to go run for governor.
I saw Elon in the inauguration today. Did we see Vivek? I don't think so.
He might have been there, but I did not see him. If somebody else did, let us know. But I personally did not see him. Allison, hit me with a little mood music, please.
How does it feel?
Oh, Orgy.
Do you know the name of the song?
Yeah, Blue Monday.
There it is. Because today
It's a remake.
is...
It's a remake, yeah.
Right. Today is Blue Monday. The third Monday in January is always known as Blue Monday because they call it the most depressing day of the year based on a number of different variables. One, the weather. And I think we can all agree it stinks and it's going to be worse tomorrow.
Sunny out.
Yeah, it's wind chill of like negative 15 and tomorrow it's going to be like 7 degrees colder. But it's Blue Monday because of the weather. Enough time has passed since Christmas, so you've kind of lost all that good holiday mojo, and you're back at work. You've probably failed your New Year's resolution at this point. Your motivations hit rock
I
bottom.
think a lot of people hate Christmas and hate the holidays. Just to give the other side of the equation.
True. But, man, I got to be honest, today wasn't Blue Monday for me. I woke up knowing Captain Hairsmith McGee was not going to be the president anymore. And listen, I don't know what Donald Trump is going to do this term. The pressure's on. He's got 2 years to get this done before the midterms. But I'm excited. For the first time in a long time, there's optimism. I'm excited. We've already seen action at the southern border. Ports are closing. That stupid app is closing. And it's only been, 5 hours since he took the oath of office? So I'm optimistic. So no Blue Monday for me, man. I'm fired up, and like we said earlier, let's see how long it lasts.
Well, I mean, did you mention that because of Blue Mondays, people's New Year's resolutions have failed?
Correct.
And that tends to make people a little despondent.
Were you a resolutions guy? Did you make any?
No.
Okay. Well, if you had to think about it.
You know what? I've I've learned my lesson with New Year's resolutions. It never works out.
Right. And anytime there's like a quirky non-drinking thing, you always say you're going to take part in that. And then like Rob and myself and Allison, we just look at you and laugh. So are you doing this dry January, allegedly?
No, my wife and I were kind of doing like a semi-dry-ish, and then we...
Dry-ish?
Well, we went to... we had a quick trip to Florida last weekend and had a couple drinks at the bar.
Is that like somebody being kind of pregnant? It's dry-ish. Well, then it's not dry. She's kind of pregnant. All right, so we're over 100 likes on the YouTube.
There it is.
Here's what's going to happen here. I'm going to ask Matt Baer how the roads are here in just a moment. If there's nothing like super important that we need to focus on and take it seriously, we'll play some fun YMCA traffic music, and we'll get everybody up here to do the Trump dance. But if there's serious stuff, we actually got to act like broadcasters. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. We'll do it on the YouTube. We're coming right back. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
You know that Andy Moore Ford is the place to go for your car, for your truck, for your SUV, or your electric vehicle. And now you know that Andy Moore Ford is the only place to go for your commercial and fleet vehicles as well. Business owners, listen to me. You've got a fleet, right? You got the work trucks, you got the work vans. I don't know the configuration you need, but Andy Moore Ford knows how to make it happen. At Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield, they have got the biggest Super Duty inventory in the whole state. Over 100 Super Duty trucks are on the ground and ready for you and your business. And you could save thousands on medium and heavy duty commercial trucks because Andy always gives you more. Andy Moore gives you more. It's funny, but it's also true. With an expert team and a fast turnaround, they know how to keep your business moving. Talk to Andy Moore Ford today. Medium to heavy duty F-Series trucks, they've got you covered. Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield, 2713 East Main Street in Plainfield, or online at Andy Moore Ford, M-O-H-R. I love Andy. AndyMooreFord.com.
Well-changing question. Are you keeping as much of your investment gains as possible? High taxes can erode returns quickly, so you need a tax-optimized portfolio. At Creative Planning, our money managers and specialists work together to make sure your portfolio and wealth are managed in a tax-efficient manner. It's what you keep that really matters. Why not give your wealth a second look? Book your free meeting today at creativeplanning.com. Creative Planning, a richer way to wealth.
Howard Bailey Financial is now in Carmel on Rangeline Road. For over 20 years, we've helped people navigate their retirement journeys, and now we're bringing our experience closer to home. Visit retirecarmel.com to schedule your appointment or text Carmel to 888-262-1104 to download a free retirement resource. Together, let's build the retirement you deserve. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. Please see disclosures at howardbailey.com.
Attention Indiana homeowners. Are you dealing with a wet and moldy crawl space? Hi, I'm Adam Swain with Swain Co. Crawl Space and Basement Repair, your real, local, Indiana family-owned experts dedicated to fixing your crawl space right the first time. And with our new no interest, no payment financing, you can get the repairs you need without breaking the bank. Don't let crawl space water problems dampen your spirits. Call Swain Co., Indy's most trusted waterproofing experts at 317-407-1868 or swaincollc.com.
Indiana is in crisis. Our blood supply is critically low and patients' lives are on the line. Trauma victims, cancer patients, and newborns are waiting on you. Your blood ensures people in our community can receive the life-saving care they need. Hope is the heartbeat of our community. And right now, that hope relies on you. Schedule your life-saving donation today at versity.org. Hope, it's in our blood.
A diagnosis of Alzheimer's can make it a struggle to communicate with loved ones. This is Tina McIntosh, president of Joy's House and co-host of the Caregiver Crossing radio program. In a moment, I've got a tip which often helps that will be music to your ears. Don't go away.
Cardon and Associates offers the finest senior living options tailored to your loved one's needs. Reservations are now being accepted for new apartments at Copper Trace in Westfield. Visit cardon.com.
A growing number of studies show the power of music's role in those living with Alzheimer's. Next time a loved one seems to be tuned out, gently place headphones on them or simply turn on one of their favorite songs. Watch their eyes light up and don't be surprised if they sing along or start chatting about the tune. More tips like this are available anytime at caregivercrossingradio.org. With new weekly content created by Joyce House and distributed in partnership with Network Indiana, we're an on-air and online support group for Hoosier family caregivers. Hear conversations with experts, access a library of online education, and more at caregivercrossingradio.org.
B is offering 1 bath remodel for as low as $99 a month or get 2 bath remodels for as low as $249 a month. Call now to schedule that free in-home design consultation.
City water or well water, get better water with C&J. You just can't find anybody better than the pros at C&J. Great systems and great people too. Just call them 317-733-SOFT.
B is offering 1 bath remodel for as low as $99 a month or get 2 bath remodels for as low as $249 a month. Call now to schedule that free in-home design consultation.
Never miss your favorite shows on WIBC. Get your content to go. Tony Katz, Kendall and Casey, Hammer and Nigel, Tony Kennett, The Gun Guy, Home and Garden. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, so before we move forward, Matt, I just want to make sure, is there anything like super important going on out there that I would feel like an ass if we had fun while you talked about?
No, I have nothing.
Okay,
as far
so
as that goes.
Go ahead, Allison, get rid of this music, and I think you know what to crank up here. So, here in just a moment, Allison's going to walk around here. We will do the official Donald Trump dance on this special day. And in the meantime, Matt Baer has a look at the roads.
North side, eastbound 465, slow after Keystone Avenue over to I-69, and a crash on the near east side, Massachusetts Avenue and Brookside Avenue. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bathroom with Dream Baths by B.
Come on,
New
Allison.
tub or shower. New tub or shower conversions can be installed in as little as 1 day, and if financing as low as $99 a month. Visit bwindow.com for details. I'm Matt Baer at WIBC Traffic.
Those on the YouTube chat just saw Allison serving people up. Look at that. Go. Get it. Get it.
Come on.
Come on. Oh.
My camera's askew.
It's a crotch cam for Nigel right now. Giving the people what they want. Isn't it wild that that song, of all songs, kind of became his, right?
Well, and not only that, but it was live last night during his rally.
Did I see Elizabeth Warren jump on stage last night, or was that the Indian from the Village People?
What?
By the way, it's 13 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
She would endure herself to so many people if she actually got up there and did that. AOC would admonish her, but how many people would honestly look at Elizabeth Warren and say, oh, wow, she got up and did the Trump dance?
She was
her.
She was with the Indian. I wonder if they were in the same tribe together. Fake Indian Elizabeth Warren.
Just saying.
Hey, tickets for our big charity bowling event are on sale right now. Red, White, and Bowl, presented by Jack Daniels. We are raising money to help Hoosier veterans with Bowling for Veterans Link, Nige.
Yeah, I got to tell you, it's a great night. You and I are going to be broadcasting live from 3 to 6, and then from 6 to 9, we are going to be bowling and drinking.
No. Supporting our sponsor, Jack Daniels. If we happen to just drink a bunch, then that just means we're really supporting our sponsor, Jack Daniels.
That's what I said, yes, essentially, of course.
Nobody takes care of their sponsors like the Hammer and Nigel show.
Nobody.
Nigel's passed out over there. Look, he really loves this event. But go to the events page of WIBC.com. You can buy individual tickets for 2. You can buy a full lane of 6 bowlers, and you get a pizza buffet, 3 hours of bowling, prizes, auction items, a free beer or soft drink, whichever you're into. It's a lot of fun, and it goes for a great cause. So let's get bowling. February 28th, 6 to 9. It's a Beer Sample Friday at Woodland. Get your tickets now. This bad boy sold out last year, so buy your tickets today.
How much fun did we have last year?
And if you remember, it was a snowy, cold night.
Yeah.
And people still showed up in masses, man. It was awesome.
And people showed up and were serious about it.
Oh, yeah. The people that technically won, because we do keep score, they're coming back because they got the free lane for winning last year. But even if you're no good at bowling at all, like Nigel and I, come by, have some drinks, have some fun, support a great cause, silent auction prizes. Our friends from Jack always have an amazing spread for you there. And also, Mood Music Please Allison. Our tequila by Hiatus. Hammer and Nigel Tequila by Hiatus is flying off the shelves, Nige, at Ale Emporium locations. I spoke to our buddy Glaze earlier today. Half the inventory is already gone in just 4 days.
Yeah, I mean, look, you can show up to Ale Emporium and buy a bottle, or you can buy a drink or a shot. It doesn't matter. But if you think that, like, if you want to go there and buy the whole bottle, you can.
Yes. If you want to sample it by taking a shot, go ahead. And if you want to buy the whole damn bottle,
yes,
do that at any Ale Emporium location.
Absolutely.
Greenwood, Fishers, or Castleton. And again, you better get your bottle. Half the inventory in just 4 days. And there was a much bigger inventory than when our bourbon was out. Half of that is gone already. And if you buy a bottle, tweet at us, send it to us on Facebook, Instagram, show us you at the bottle, and we'll reshare as many as we can. So yeah, buy that bottle, buy tickets to our charity bowling event, WIBC.com.
Where can you kick off the new year with big savings on gig speed? Only with Xfinity, now through January 30th. Get gig internet at home for $25 a month for 1 year when you add an unlimited mobile line, which connects you to gig speed Wi-Fi on the road. Act fast today and save more than $650 over AT&T and Verizon in your first year. Plus, hurry and take advantage because right now you can also get a free 5G phone with trade-in. So save big and stay connected to what you love with fast gig speed internet and mobile. From home to hotspots, this new year, it's all about gig speeds and big savings. Don't wait and get gig speed internet. Spend less green and switch to Xfinity. Go to Xfinity.com/gig savings to learn more. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. $40 internet discount applied to mobile bill. After promo, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary. Savings compared to Verizon Fiber Gig Plus 1 Unlimited Welcome Line and AT&T Fiber Gig Plus 1 Unlimited Starter Line. Xfinity internet required. Reduced speeds after 30 gigabits of usage per line. Data thresholds and actual savings vary.
Hi, I'm Ken Mears, founder of Great Healthworks, the maker of Omega XL. Folks, if you're searching for an answer to your daily aches, pains, and soreness, then try Omega XL. It's a natural product sourced from a green lip mussel. This oil extract is one of the most powerful, natural joint relief super oils in the world. This one-of-a-kind extract is not found in any other product, and it's backed by over 40 years of clinical research, showing that Omega XL provides relief from joint pain due to inflammation. Stop living in pain. Inflammation is controllable, it's manageable, and it's fixable. Importantly, Omega XL is small, easy to swallow, with no fishy aftertaste. And it works. We've put over 20 years into this quality brand, ensuring that Omega XL makes a difference in your life. Try it, and you won't be disappointed.
Call now for Omega XL's BOGO special, 800-607-2604. That's less than $20 a bottle. Remember, there's a 60-day money-back guarantee. Terms apply. 800-607-2604. 800-607-2604. Or OmegaXL.com/news.
Your home is your sanctuary. Get the peace of mind you deserve with a free estimate on a Generac automatic standby generator for your home from Generator Supercenter, the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer. With expert installation and 24-hour monitoring, Generator Supercenter won't leave you in the dark. Financing is available. Take control of your power today with Generator Supercenter. Call 317-827-0808. Generator Supercenter of Indianapolis, 317-827-0808.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577.
Service today?
Today.
I've just been feeling so sluggish lately. You should try the Metamucil 2-Week Challenge. The Metamucil 2-Week Challenge? Yeah, Metamucil 4-in-1 Fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Start your daily routine now, and in 2 weeks, you could be feeling great. Well, it's been 2 weeks. How you feeling? Lighter and feeling great. If you want to feel lighter by promoting digestive health, sign up to take the 2-week challenge at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Join Mark Patrick Seminars and lose the weight guaranteed. Early bird special only $49.99. Hypnosis to destroy unwanted cravings, late-day eating binges, boredom eating, stress eating. Also, stop smoking with Mark Patrick without cravings, irritability, weight gain, or your money back. Seminars January 23rd at the Holiday Inn Express in Noblesville. Weight loss seminar 5:30, stop smoking seminar at 8. And January 25th at the Holiday Inn Indianapolis Airport. Weight loss seminar 11 a.m., stop smoking seminar 2 p.m. Register at markpatrickseminars.com.
Coming up in 2 minutes, this kind of cold weather is going to stick around for a couple of days. How Hoosiers feel about Donald Trump now that he's officially president again. And Notre Dame football has a chance to do something they haven't since 1988. Those stories and more coming up after Fox News Radio from the Technology Recyclers Studios. You're listening to 93 WIBC. WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 5 o'clock.
A day of pomp and pageantry. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. What's known as a first honors ceremony just held in the U.S. Capitol, with President Trump saluting service members representing all branches of the military. Part of a full day of inaugural events before and after the 45th president's swearing in as the 47th president.
Preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
A ceremony held inside the Capitol Rotunda because of frigid weather. In his inaugural address, President Trump calling it Liberation Day for Americans.
Our sovereignty will be reclaimed. Our safety will be restored. The scales of justice will be rebalanced.
Vowing to completely reverse actions taken by President Biden.
Today, I will sign a series of historic executive orders. With these actions, we will begin the complete restoration of America and the revolution of common sense. It's all about common sense.
Some of those actions will focus on border security. He's also expected to pardon many people convicted of roles in the Capitol riot. Today, criticizing a series of last-minute preemptive pardons from the outgoing president aimed at shielding people who might be targeted in the new Trump administration, including Biden's siblings and former Congresswoman Liz Cheney, who led a January 6th investigation. The now former President Biden giving a farewell speech at Joint Base Andrews.
We're leaving office. We're not leaving the fight.
Adding there's a lot more to do after hearing the Trump inaugural address. Inauguration Day falling on Martin Luther King Day. King's daughter, the Reverend Bernice King, warning that anti-woke rhetoric is being used to divide and distract people from real issues of injustice. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Might as well get used to it. Sunny skies over the monument, but it's not doing much to keep you warm. Only 11 degrees downtown. Your radar is clear. Single-digit lows tonight, down to about 5. I'm Harrison Silcox. Here's what's trending at 5:02. Relief from the single-digit temperatures is not going to come for a couple more days. Ryan Hedrick reports.
Pretty much the entire state had real field temperatures Monday below zero with stiff winds. Matt Eckhoff, a forecaster at the National Weather Service, Indianapolis, says this pattern will continue for at least the next 24 hours.
Tomorrow's high is expected to be 8 with a low tonight of 1. So yeah, not much improvement. The winds do die down a little bit, so our wind chills improve.
He says snow flurries are expected Thursday and Friday, but no accumulation. Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
You might have heard Governor Mike Braun is shaking things up in state government. That includes cutting the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion through executive orders. Gary Lake with Inside Indiana Business says DEI offices are being cut across the country.
I think we'll see more of it. I think there's a feeling that there's an acceptance of doing this at this particular time, and Indiana part of that equation. Saw Governor Braun on national TV last week talking about it.
Dick talking with WIBC's Tony Katz. He says companies, universities, and other government groups like Indianapolis-based Lilly are cutting back or just moving on from their DEI programs. Now that Donald Trump's been inaugurated president again, the reactions from people in Indiana are a bit different.
I feel excellent about it. Oh, it's great. Looking forward to it.
I feel extremely horrible and disgusted. I hate Donald Trump.
We're so happy for
President Trump.
Not much is going to change, I hope, dramatically. All I can say is life goes on. I got a coffee, and I'm going to focus on that.
Indiana Republican Congressman Rudy Yoakum said Trump taking back over as president is the beginning of America's comeback. And it's one last game day for the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. They've got Ohio State in the College Football National Championship this evening, a team they've lost to in each of the last 2 seasons.
This isn't about the last 2 times we played Ohio State. This opportunity is about this opportunity, and we got to make sure we focus on that because this opponent is this current opponent. It's not the last 2 that we faced.
Head coach Marcus Freeman, last time Notre Dame beat the Buckeyes was 1936. Kickoff tonight, 7:30. You're 1 minute away from traffic and weather. It's 5:04.
It's tax time, and tax time is your time to buy a new Nissan and get double your tax refund or down payment only at Andy Moore Nissan of Indianapolis. For a limited time, when you buy any new Nissan, Andy Moore Nissan will double your tax refund or down payment up to $5,000. That means your $1,000 becomes $2,000. Your $2,000 becomes $4,000. Your $4,000 becomes $8,000. This month only, Andy Moore Nissan will double your down payment up to $10,000. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. Good credit, bad credit, even no credit. Our credit experts will get you approved with the best terms with as little as $0 down on any new Nissan in stock. Andy Moore Nissan is making deals other dealers won't and approving deals other dealers can't. Andy Moore Nissan, 4302 Lafayette Road, Indianapolis, Indiana.
Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
With traffic on the 5s at 5:05, here's Matt Baer.
Eastbound 465, a little bit slow. Keystone Avenue over to I-69. Coming into the north split, looking good right now on inbound 70. Wide open from 29th down to Meridian, Bed into the north split. And the same into the south split with eastbound 70 looking good from Harding into downtown. Traffic sponsored by Allstate, as some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Cold weather advisories in place through tonight with lows down in the low single digits to below 0 in some spots. Breezy winds at times will make it feel like as low as -10 to -15. Upper single digit highs Tuesday, potential for some morning snow showers. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna from 83 WIBC.
I'm Harrison Silcox on the level on the go and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos? So let's rock it!
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
That I will faithfully execute.
That I will faithfully execute.
The office of President of the United States.
The office of President of the United States.
And will, to the best of my ability.
And will, to the best of my ability.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
There it is. Donald Trump inaugurated. My name is Nigel. Jason Hammer right over there with a very special guest on the hotline.
We've got team coverage from the inauguration. Casey Daniels from Kendall and Casey is in D.C., and so is Tony Kennett, host of the Tony Kennett Cast, coming up tonight at 7. He is in D.C. at the inauguration. Tonis, tell us about the vibe, my friend.
Dude, it's strange because there's a celebratory cheering at the things that President Trump is, oh, it feels so good to say that again, that President Trump is heading into office to fix. Already the national emergencies right off the bat. I was at Heritage with this large group of people, just finished a broadcast, sprinted downstairs to catch the speech, and the cheering at the national emergencies on the border, like just taking issues seriously. You know what I mean? Not pretending that everything is sunshine and roses, but it's not. And I remember telling you, Nigel, we were on the air together right after Trump announcing he was running for re-election. And this is way back there, but I'm going to find the clip of you and I talking about how we said we were going to go to Mars. And he brought it up again today, and I was never so floored. Now, I got to say this, Nigel. You'd make an excellent astronaut to send to Mars because we all know how strong your stomach is in heavy situations.
We're just happy he hasn't thrown up yet this year in the studio. You know, we're 20 days in.
I don't know what that means. Okay. That's fine. Let me ask you a question. Let's go back to 2015, 2016 when Donald Trump was inaugurated. Were you this excited? Do you remember being this excited might even be the wrong word, but were you this positive?
I was a substitute teacher doing my student teaching, and I was around a bunch of very upset people at the time. But it seemed that it was kind of 70-40. A lot of people were just kind of quietly grumpy and resigned, and about 40% of the country was less yay Donald Trump and more thank God we didn't get Hillary Clinton. So now, though, totally different. Now I'm seeing like an exuberance, like there's actually a feeling of like you're getting ready to get to work and you're excited about it, like when you have a really good show lined up, and it's that vibe throughout the entire Capitol. Even rock rib Democrats up in Detroit, some are excited. They've been texting me all day.
Tony Kennett joining us live from Washington, D.C. Now, we saw riots the last time Donald Trump took the oath of office to become the president. Mm-hmm. Anything like that at all today?
I mean, I think I saw George W. Bush break wind at one point.
Well, we've got that.
He's always got that look on his face, that pursed, his lips are pursed and just a...
If we're talking about crimes in the U.S. Capitol, that's definitely one of them. Honestly, guys, I can say two things. Number one, they took the threat of New Orleans seriously. They took the RNC seriously. I mean, I actually ran into a guy who was a West Point squad mate of mine who was running a kind of a checkpoint over on 10th Street. And he told me they are all just trying to keep everything safe. They haven't really been given any trouble at all. And I'm thrilled about that. It really is a situation in which, first of all, there are so many Trump supporters in town. I don't think Washington, D.C. has had this many Republicans in it since they were stationing Union soldiers here during the Civil War.
Now, one of the things that Nigel and I have been talking about, Tony, is that yes, everybody's optimistic today because Biden has been such a disaster for 4 years. I think even folks who voted for him the first time around are so thrilled he's gone. But how long will this last? Because we all know it's not just Democrats that undermined Donald Trump during his first time around the White House. It was a lot of swamp monster Republicans. They're all saying the right things right now, but how long until they start getting squirrely?
I sneaked by the Indiana Ball, which is a very establishment event here in D.C., and I got to talk to a few individuals, and while there was a lot of excitement, there was also a few individuals who were kind of like at a dirge, like almost at a funeral. Those were the guys who realized that they have lost the Republican Party, the swampier establishment members, one of whom I warned. You got to start reaching out to the youth. You got to, like, bring some people along. They didn't do it. And instead, the establishment Republicans, the Romney kind of guys, they ran themselves right out of power. Now, as for the left, and I talked to some guys over at St. Louis this morning about this, the left gets all of their momentum, and they have all of their ability to steal momentum from the right in the media. The stuff that CNN, MSNBC can gin up to terrify the public. They've already tried doing that today with this pretend Elon Musk did a Sig Hail salute nonsense. But no one's watching.
Right.
We have higher ratings than WTHR. No one's paying attention to the dumpster diver reporter yelling about whatever on the right side of the aisle. Nobody cares.
And you're so great. You're so right to bring that up because what we see right now, it's a completely different media landscape than just say 4 years ago. And I think that was a big part of why Trump had success in this election. He embraced the podcasts. Yeah. He embraced the podcast. He embraced, things that probably Barron Trump told him to do.
I want to be very clear on the exact shift before and after the inauguration because this is the most insane thing I ever heard. Biden said today, quote, "I believe in the rule of law, but these are exceptional circumstances." That's insane. The media didn't cover that at all. But all of a sudden, Elon Musk holds his hand to his heart and then does a blowing a kiss thing out to the crowd with it, and everyone just loses their mind in the media. It didn't even last a day. It's so transparent, pathetic. That's why they're all going out of business.
But even this past weekend, Saturday Night Live, for the first time in forever, made fun of MSNBC. They went after Rachel Maddow. They went after that little wiener, Chris Hayes. I can't remember the last time Saturday Night Live said anything negative about their partners at MSNBC. Is this indicative of kind of a shift in pop culture and media?
You know what? I'll break it here. I was going to break it in an article later. I had a conversation with a Hollywood executive this morning, and he told me that one of the things that terrified so many of them into making fun of both sides was Bud Light doing a sort of apology ad for the Dylan Mulvaney thing. That Bud Light boycott broke Hollywood. They all tried to say it didn't matter. It broke Hollywood. Bud Light lost so much money, and Budweiser lost so much money on that nonsense that it is pushing Hollywood, of all places, plus Gavin Newsom's, not exactly helping, but it's pushing the media entities to start marketing to Republicans, too. It's the classic, hey, Republicans buy Nikes, too line.
Tony, you mentioned this just kind of in passing. I want to touch on it a little bit more. We're all over the place here. The security for the inauguration, they wanted to bring everybody inside because it was too cold. Is that the legit excuse and not security?
Yeah.
Okay, because man, if I were Donald Trump, Tony, if I were Donald Trump, I'd be like, listen, I got shot once, almost shot a second time. I do not want to die before I can sign my first executive order. Just move the damn thing inside. If that were me, that's what I would say.
So there is a reason in the last 50 years that the inauguration speech has been given at that particular place. It is a place in which, with the right shielding up, there is no angle anywhere to get at the president. Also, I can't go into detail, but from contracting work, I can say the electronic countermeasures that are around the Capitol, especially during inauguration, are insane. If you flew a drone towards the Capitol, it would just shut off within about 500 feet of the edge of the security perimeter. So I don't think there was a security issue. The weather was just awful. I actually felt like I swam to the Heritage Foundation building from my hotel one day. The weather was just nasty.
So what do you got lined up for the big show tonight?
I'm going to level with you. I'm tired, but I've got some great stuff to bring forward. I don't even know how we're going to get it to WIBC because the internet here is wonky. But I promise you this, it is going to be one slam dunk of a show.
Man, we've got team coverage here. Nobody does it better than WIBC. We've been in the studio. Casey and Tony are in D.C. covering the inauguration. Tonis, have a great show tonight, my man.
Thanks, guys. You take care.
So, Nige.
Yeah.
As one guy is coming in, that means another guy must be going out.
Oh.
We are bidding farewell to Joe Biden's presidency.
That's right.
And I think the only way that we can properly do this is with Hammer and Nigel Records. This has been one of our more successful singles, paying tribute to Joe Biden and his 4 years as president. Whether he remembers it or not, here's a little ditty from Hammer and Nigel Records. Look, fat, look, here's the deal.
Look, fat, look, here's the deal.
Where's Jackie? Is she here?
Where's Jackie? Jackie, you here?
Happy birthday, Velvet. You ain't black.
And you ain't black.
You're a damn liar. Get your word straight, Jack.
You're a damn liar, man. Get your word straight, Jack.
I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. Lion, dog face, pony soldier.
Lion, dog face, pony soldier.
True international depression.
True international depression.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
True international depression.
True international depression.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Clap your hands. Kajan.
Come on.
Katanji Brown Jackson.
I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden.
I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden.
You know the thing. Let's go, Brandon.
You know the thing. Let's go, Brandon.
Log on now to vaccines.gum.
Vaccines.com. Vaccines.com.
Thank you, Dr. Pepper. I'm not going nuts.
Thank you, Dr. Pepper. I'm not going nuts.
I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. Lion, dog face, pony soldier.
You're a lion, dog face, pony soldier.
True international to pressure.
True international to pressure.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
True international to
True international to pressure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Bravo!
We needed something a little stronger than Sarah McLachlan to send this loser out today. All right, Matt Baer, what's up?
Eastbound 465 slow before and after Allisonville Road, and a little bit of a slowdown on the south side. That's southbound 65 from Thompson Road down to Edgewood Avenue. Traffic sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Right now it is 12 degrees at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Coming up next, a fun round of Are You Okay With This? Come on back.
Your local Staples store has hot deals and super low prices throughout the store on everything for your business. Save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples.
Are bloating, discomfort, or low energy holding you back? Your gut health could be the key to unlocking a healthier, happier you. Join us for the free Holistic Integration Gut Reboot Seminar, Wednesday, January 29th at 6 p.m. You'll hear from Dr. Robert Prather, host of the Voice of Health Radio.
I tell people at least once a year, everybody should get their gut checked. You want to be happy, you want to be healthy, you want to look pretty, you want to live a long time, you don't want to have cancer, you don't want to have cardiovascular disease, you don't want to have type 2 diabetes. Take care of your gut.
The free Holistic Integration Seminar, Gut Reboot, Holistic Care for Digestive Health, featuring Dr. Robert Prather, Wednesday, January 29th at 6 p.m. You'll also receive 20% off the Vibrant Gut Zoomer Test, an amazing tool that uncovers your gut imbalances and food sensitivities. Attend in person or on Zoom. Reserve your seat by calling 317-848-8048 or online at thevoiceofhealthradio.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9379. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9379. That's 800-575-9379. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Now through Monday, it's our 98th annual New Year's sale. Save 50% off on all Lazy Boy and Indiana-made Smith Brothers of Bern, plus an extra 15% off when you pay cash or get 3 years interest-free financing. Every sofa, sectional recliner is on sale only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus with free delivery.
That's are us when dreams don't get in. That's are us.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel, plus low to no monthly payments. Call 765-545-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsareus.com. 765-545-BATH.
That's are us when dreams don't get in. That's are us.
Howard Bailey Financial is now in Carmel on Rangeline Road. For over 20 years, we've helped people navigate their retirement journeys, and now we're bringing our experience closer to home. Visit retirecarmel.com to schedule your appointment or text Carmel to 888-2621-104 to download a free retirement resource. Together, let's build the retirement you deserve. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. Please see disclosures at howardbailey.com.
I've just been feeling so sluggish lately. You should try the Metamucil 2-Week Challenge. The Metamucil 2-Week Challenge? Yeah, Metamucil 4-in-1 Fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Start your daily routine now, and in 2 weeks, you could be feeling great. Well, it's been 2 weeks. How you feeling? Lighter and feeling great.
If you want to feel lighter by promoting digestive health, sign up to take the 2-week challenge at Metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
B is offering 1 bath remodel for as low as $99 a month, or get 2 bath remodels for as low as $249 a month. Call now to schedule that free in-home design consultation.
Elevate your tequila experience with Hammer and Nigel's Tequila by Hiatus.
Handcrafted for connoisseurs, available at any Ale Emporium location. Must be 21 to purchase.
Are you really okay with this?
Are you okay? Everything's gonna be okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm pretty far from okay.
Are you okay with this? On the Hammer and Nigel show.
Oh, yeah! Hammer, are you okay with this? Roseanne and Canadian rapper Tom MacDonald. Do you know who Tom MacDonald is?
The only Canadian rapper I know was Snow. And Forber, blah, 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 blah. A licky boom, boom down.
Tom MacDonald. Okay. Roseanne and Tom MacDonald are definitely ready for Trump's inauguration today. All right. They released a song and a video called Daddy's Home. Here's the hook along with Roseanne's verse. Just so you can visualize, Roseanne is she's in cornrows, rapping bling, and shakes her can next to Tom's head. Yeah.
We want you mad, it's done, too bad, ooh, so sad. Now your daddy's home. We want you mad, you cry, we laugh, we wave a flag. Now your daddy's
They try to cancel me and say that I'm a racist. Got a mean hook, they can't get me with that jab.
With the jab.
Trying to take away my right to go and say this.
Roseanne.
Cause this one is going bad.
I have my answer.
That's why they're trying to turn Becky into dad.
Okay, you can turn that off.
Are you okay with any of this?
I like Roseanne. I think Roseanne's funny. I think she was unnecessarily canceled. People say way worse. But that may be the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Now, I've heard a lot of bad music in my life. That was awful. And then the way you were trying to explain the video to me.
I was trying to,
It reminded me of when that one officer was trying to explain to the other officer what he was about to walk into when Randy Travis was arrested. Now, I want to prepare you for something. You got Roseanne wearing cornrows, wearing rapper bling, shaking her can next to the Canadian rapper's head. No, I'm not okay with any of that. I'd like to watch maybe stand up with Roseanne. I would watch another TV show with Roseanne. I do not want to see her rapping with cornrows, shaking that ass by some Canadian guy's head. No.
A report says aggressive baby names are trending.
Oh, wonderful.
Examples include Blade. These are aggressive baby names.
And they're popular now.
Blade, Cannon, Cutter, Dagger, Gunner, Danger, and Arson. Are you okay with this?
First of all, Gunner is not a new name. Like, there's somebody named Gunner that does radio on a rock station in every major city in America.
Yeah.
Indy's got a gunner. I'm sure like a million other cities have a gunner playing 9 rock and roll songs in a row. Gunner. spoiler, Gunner, not their real name. Like, before you come at me saying, I bet there's a hammer in every city, I got the driver's license to back it up. As for some of these other names, I can already see it right now.
Danger.
Dagger and Arson are going to be hanging out together at the Beech Grove Little League. And they're going to be the types of guys that, while little kids are going to play t-ball, are pulling up in their car with their booming system like it's 1993, blaring NWA and filthy hip-hop so all of the little kids walking up with their mom can hear it. And yes, this is a thing that happens on the regular at the Beech Grove Little League. And the more things change, the more they stay the same. Dagger and Arson blaring NWA at the Little League. That's happening. I promise you that right now. All right, coming up next.
Arson.
Yes.
What a beautiful baby boy. Let's name him Arson.
Arson and Dagger. What do you want to do tonight? Little League and filthy hip-hop? Hell yeah! All right, our pal Jerry Lopez, Indy Spanglish. We got him coming up next. I want to get his opinions on why a general in the United States military needs a preemptive pardon. Jerry has served. Millie got the preemptive pardon. We'll have that conversation coming up right after the news with Harrison Silcox.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
More cold, 12 degrees with a few clouds here and there downtown. Nothing to worry about when you check the radar. Temperatures down to the single digits tonight. I'm Harrison Silcox. Here's what's trending at 529. Temperatures dropped below zero today, and Matt Eckhoff with the National Weather Service says you can expect 2 more days of this frigid weather.
Tomorrow's high is expected to be 8 with a low tonight of 1. So, yeah, not much improvement. The winds do die down a little bit, so our wind chills improve.
Snow flurries are also possible Thursday and Friday. Don't expect it to accumulate much. Eckhoff also says keep your pets inside as well as yourself. President Donald Trump is signing executive orders at his first day in the White House. Fox Business's Edward Lawrence is at the White House with more on Trump's agenda.
First words out of his mouth, the golden age of America has now begun. The president talking about his change, the dramatic change he wants to make from the last administration. And then the president got very direct.
With my actions today, we will end the Green New Deal and we will revoke the electric vehicle mandate.
The president started by signing executive orders, the first one declaring a national emergency at the southern border, reinstating his Remain in Mexico policy, designating cartels a foreign terrorist organization. The president also declaring a national energy emergency that allows his administration to start opening up areas restricted by the Biden administration for oil and natural gas leases.
Trump has also said that he would unleash the American economy, and most of his first executive orders were focused on the economy. What can you expect with Trump as president again? Well, some people from Indiana have some thoughts.
Chaos and ridiculousness is basically, and no actual real government.
Hopefully he makes good on his promises and sticks to his word and does what he got to do. I'm just hoping everything, the economy and everything bounces back.
I hope so. He does what he did before and better.
Indiana Republican Senator Jim Banks said Trump will fulfill his promises he made while campaigning, which include securing the border, initiating mass deportations, and unleashing American energy. Dozens of IU athletic department staff were let go last week as the university's getting ready to settle a nationwide antitrust lawsuit. Gary Dick with Inside Indiana Business says it's shaking up college sports.
IU and other schools are coming to grips with the fact that they are going to have to come up with money as part of a settlement of the new NCAA revenue model, if you will. Perhaps it's a little over $20 million.
Dick talking with WIBC's Tony Katz under the House versus NCAA antitrust lawsuit settlement. Collegiate programs must share up to 22% of revenue with its athletes starting on the 1st of July. With traffic at 532, how's it going, Matt Bear?
Harrison, we do have a slowdown coming down from Fisher, southbound 69, 82nd Street on into the 465 ramps. And eastbound 465 slows Allisonville Road over to I-69. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Book your custom patio project before March 1st and save up to $2,500. Big enough to service, small enough to care. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Cold weather advisories in place through tonight with lows down in the low single digits to below zero in some spots. Breezy winds at times will make it feel like as low as -10 to -15. Upper single digit highs Tuesday, potential for some morning snow showers. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna from 93 WIBC.
I'm Harrison Silcox on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
The Hammer and Nigel Show. Hello, my name is Nigel. Jason Hammer right over there with a very special guest on the hotline.
If you're on social media, you've probably seen this gentleman's work. He's what the kids would call a flamethrower. Jerry Lopez, Indie Spanglish on social media, also a fill-in host here at 93 WIBC. You said something to us when we called you to get you on the hotline. What were the words that you told us?
Yeah, welcome to Christmas, fellas. I mean, if you could have told me that we could celebrate, I felt the same way my kid did when they found out they were getting a PS5. Like, it's been a long time since I woke up and stared at the TV, probably since I had to go on there to see if school was canceled. But I watched that thing, and I have not been so proud to be an American like I was today. It feels like we're back, baby. We're back.
Yeah, I started watching yesterday, even some of the coverage yesterday that was happening. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. I usually have ESPN on in the background, especially during the NFL playoffs. But when the games weren't going on, it was all news coverage yesterday. And, of course, today, the inauguration and the pomp and the circumstance. What overall, your general thoughts of what you witnessed today?
You know, seeing President Obama's third term finally come to an end it was a little bittersweet, but to get rid of the dementia guy that has no clue what's going on, you know what it felt like? So I'm the oldest of three, and it was when I was like, you know what, Mom's home now. Now say what you said to her now that she's home. That's how it feels right now. Like, Dad's back, time to get back to business. And the reality of it is, like, all Americans are going to win right now. So it's even funnier to know that the liberals that hate him are actually going to be winning here in a little bit.
What's really funny is that Joe Biden just had to sit there and take it when Donald Trump, after he was sworn in, started pretty much listing off everything that was wrong with this country that had happened over the past 4 years, while not calling out Joe Biden directly. He's obviously implicated. He was the president. He was the reason why everything, including, he just talked a lot about that southern border, and Joe Biden just had to sit there and take it.
You know, Joe thinks he's slick, or somebody in that administration was real slick, because not only did you take it, but did you see all of these pardons he slung through at the very end that just are so eye-opening? They make no sense. Like Anthony Fauci, but going back to 2014.
Right.
What was going on? And to me, that might line up with the gain-of-function research that they were talking about he was doing back in the labs. Well, you know, all of these things go back to a very specific time, but more telling than most, I thought you had to be convicted of something to be pardoned. So these preemptive pardons are really eye-opening for maybe what we're going to find out here when Trump takes over.
So, Jerry, let me ask you this. As a man who has served in this country, General Milley getting one of those preemptive pardons, right? I get the Fauci stuff. I get the other stuff. But the Milley one, that was the one that seemed the most odd to me. Why would a military general need a preemptive pardon?
I mean, that's $1 million question, because as military service members, we're covered by what we call the UCMJ. It's called the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So it's separate outside of regular civilian laws. For example, infidelity, cheating on your spouse, is something you can be charged with in the military. Now, it might be morally wrong out here in civilian life, but it's not illegal. In the military, it is illegal to be part of that behavior. So I don't know. Maybe they're worried about some kind of federal crime that he committed. When you look back at him, you really look at the horrible Afghanistan pullout that took place on his watch. And the other big one was him basically admitting in front of Congress that he'd called China before we attacked them. That could be considered, I guess, treasonous behavior.
He said he'd give China a heads up, more or less.
Yeah.
Hey, if we decide to pull anything, we'll let you know ahead of time.
Yeah, we'll let you know. Yeah, so that's treasonous behavior, but I mean, a federal pardon says that you might be part of something bigger than that. I mean, Biden gave it to his whole family on the way out.
Right. All right, so let me keep this in the military here for just a second here, Jerry, because again, I love your perspective on these types of issues. In Donald Trump's speech today, the speech after he took the oath of office, he talked about making the military strong again and bringing back those servicemen and women who were kicked out because they didn't want to get the COVID vaccine and giving them full pay. I'm curious as to your thoughts on that. And do you think any of those folks that were given the boot 4+ years ago are willing to come back?
So I will tell you right now, when they said that on the screen, I ran across the living room and said to my girlfriend, "Do you hear that?" And I said, "With back pay." To me, automatically awesome. Now, I will say that the military that Trump has with Pete Hegseth coming in, that's a military that all of us signed up to fight along with, where you're supporting the war fighter. You fight like you're fighting for the bigger mission. You're fighting for America. You're fighting for freedom, not this horrible clown show that we've had for the past 4 years. So I would not be surprised if you get people that come back now that wouldn't even consider to come back under Kamala Harris presidency.
I know we're talking about the inauguration and Donald Trump. This is his big day. Go back to last week just real quick, as somebody that served in the military, and the grilling, the committee hearings with Secretary of Defense nominee Pete Hegseth. Would you be happy if you still served under his leadership?
100%, because once again, this is an ex-war fighter. This is a guy who's done the job, who knows what we need. It's almost like so you guys are on air, but you know what it's like to do the job. Maybe the executives don't necessarily know what it's like to do your job. Right. So to have an executive that has actually done your job, that would empower you to the fullest, and that's what we're going to get out of Pete Hegseth.
The personal stuff doesn't come into play at all?
Who cares, man? I think when it comes to any of us, there's stuff that we're not proud of, stuff that you've grown from. And honestly, some of the best people have made the biggest mistakes and have grown from them. We have members of Congress right now that are guilty. I mean, was it Kennedy that, allegedly ran, off a bridge? And I mean, they all have passed. Every single one of these people has passed. How well do you do your job? And that's where the left goes crazy. They want to bring your personal stuff into your job when we just want to, how good are you at what you do?
Speaking with Jerry Lopez, Indy Spanglish on social media, also a fill-in host here at 93 WIBC. So Nigel and I were talking earlier in the show. Everybody's optimistic right now. It's like the turning of a page. Everybody seems like, all right, let's get this country back on track. How long will this feeling last? How long is it going to be until Adam Schiff files some sort of ridiculous impeachment article or something along those lines?
I mean, right now we have everything. So I think 2 years. We have 2 years to pass any bills we want to with the House, the Senate, the presidency, a conservative Supreme Court. I'm hoping that they get right to it. I think little things like renaming the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America sounds cute, but we need things that are actually going to make changes in people's lives. Because after Donald Trump, I'm looking at a J.D. Vance being the next presidential candidate.
And it's wild. Nigel and I were laughing about this earlier in Donald Trump's speech. If you would have told somebody in another country or told a kindergartner that the president of the United States is going to have to let everybody know that there are just two genders again and would get a standing ovation for it. What kind of looks would you get from these people?
So if you want to know how that looks, just watch the movie Idiocracy, because that's exactly how that felt when he's standing in front of Congress going, "We got to water the plants." Everybody starts cheering. It's like, obviously, that's what we're supposed to do. But did you guys see where they've already shut down the Border Patrol app? So there's people in Mexico waiting to cross for their 1 o'clock, for whatever appointments they had later on today, and they're already canceling. The app's gone dark.
I think it's cute that they were trying to actually use the app and not just walk across.
Yeah, well, it's admirable.
They really pulled a TikTok on that old CBP app earlier today, didn't they?
What a great day! What a great day! And honestly, I mean, we talked before about this hammer. We feared that it would be Michelle Obama.
Right.
If it was her, we were like, she would win. We saw that.
Where is she, by the way?
All the way through to the end. We had a Donald Trump inauguration. We're winning, man. This is awesome.
Where is Michelle Obama, by the way? She wasn't there at the inauguration. I didn't see her at Jimmy Carter's funeral. She is persona non grata. I had to learn from my mom, of all people, that there's rumors that Barack Obama and Jennifer Aniston are dating because Barack Obama and his wife are getting a divorce. Any belief into those rumors at all?
I don't know what Big Mike's up to these days. I'm just saying that she wasn't at the inauguration.
That would be like trading in your Captiva and getting a Lamborghini, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you go from Big Mike to Jennifer Aniston.
Brock's got the presidency, a nice library, and that Netflix money, though. So
that's right, man. Hey, man, what are you up to these days? When can we hear you again?
Man, so you can catch me on Thursday, Tony Kinnett Cast, for awful tweets and, just jumping off the fellas whenever I can. I see you guys got the red, white, and bold thing coming up. I definitely will show up to that. That was a hoot last year.
Yeah, man. Come on out, and we'll save some of that Jack Daniels for you. They're our presenting sponsor.
Yes, sir.
Check him out on the Tony Kinnett Cast Thursday on social media at Indy Spanglish. That's Jerry Lopez. Jerry, my man, thanks so much.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, enjoy the rest of your day.
It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Terry Stacy for Cardwell Do It Best Home Center, just south of the Gateway Arch on Indy's South Side. Your discount roofing headquarters. Stop in for wholesale and factory direct pricing on the roofing shingles and supplies you need at the price you love. They offer dimensional and 3-tab shingles at low, low prices. Cardwell also carries a full line of best look quality paints produced by Sherwin-Williams, America's largest paint manufacturer, with paint and primer all in one. Cardwell also carries a full line of Hillman fasteners, and for winter, snow shovels, rock salt, and ice melter all in stock. At Cardwell Do It Best, you'll also find a full line of lawn and garden supplies, plumbing, electrical, with lumber and building materials too. Cardwell Home Center. Shop online at cardwellhomecenter.com with over 67,000 products available and free shipping to the store. Cardwell Do It Best, 3205 Madison Avenue, just south of the Gateway Arch on Indy's South Side, serving the greater Indianapolis community since 1945.
Are you having a hard time making it through a day of work without foot pain or discomfort with things that used to be simple, like walking the dog? You may be thinking there's no way that something as simple as the Good Feet store can help you, like Bill.
My feet would just ache, my back would hurt, my ankles, everything just hurt. And I'd seen the commercial several times before I finally said, I'm going to do this. And I'll be darned if it didn't work. I feel a million times better than I ever did.
Another satisfied customer of the Good Feet store is Wendy.
Since wearing my arch supports from the Good Feet store, my back pain is gone and my feet don't hurt as much. And as I look into the future without pain, I see myself being even more adventurous, joyful, and full of possibility.
Come to the Good Feet store today for your free fitting and test walk. We're located in Castleton by the Fashion Mall or in Greenwood just off the 65. Or book your free fitting at goodfeet.com. Good Feet arch supports are HSA and FSA eligible. Discover your options at the Good Feet store.
Pat Sullivan here with Michaela of Michaelis. If you have water damage, why should you call Michaelis?
Michaelis is a local family-owned Indianapolis company with 39 years experience. On call 24/7, 365. We are IICRC certified and will restore your space to pre-loss condition or better. And we work through the entire insurance process on your behalf to make it easy.
Water, storms, fire, and mold. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Text or call 844-FIX-INDY.
Wealth-changing question. Has your advisor created a portfolio based only on your age and risk tolerance? That's simply not good enough. Your money deserves better, and so do you. At Creative Planning, our private wealth managers learn about you first, and then they create a customized plan and portfolio by partnering with our in-house money managers, accountants, and attorneys. Don't settle for a standard portfolio. Book your free meeting today at creativeplanning.com. Creative Planning, a richer way to wealth.
Join Mark Patrick seminars and stop smoking without cravings, irritability, weight gain, or your money back. Early bird special only $49.99 guaranteed. Also, lose all the weight and let Mark Patrick hypnosis destroy unwanted cravings. Seminars Thursday, January 23rd at the Holiday Inn Express in Noblesville. Weight loss seminar 5:30 p.m., stop smoking seminar at 8. Or Saturday, January 25th at the Holiday Inn Indianapolis Airport. Weight loss seminar 11 a.m., stop smoking seminar 2 p.m. Sign up at markpatrickseminars.com.
Discover wants everyone to feel special. That's why they double all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cash Back Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
B is offering one bath remodel for as low as $99 a month or get 2 bath remodels for as low as $249 a month. Call now to schedule that free in-home design consultation.
It's the Degenerates Next Door, a sports betting podcast for dudes.
Real dudes, not the fake Kardashian-looking like dudes you see on television doing this. The Degenerates Next Door. Download and subscribe today anywhere you get your podcast. Matt Bear has a look at the roads.
Yeah, Hammer, southeast side crash, southbound 465 between Southeastern Avenue and Arlington Avenue, blocking the left lane, causing slow traffic back to the 74 interchange. And we have a stall in the exit ramp, north side, eastbound 465 to Allisonville Road. The ramp is open, partially blocked. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bathroom with Dream Baths by B. New tub or shower conversions can be installed in as little as 1 day and at financing as low as $99 a month. Visit bwindow.com for details. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
11 degrees at the American Standard Heating Weather Center at 93 WIBC.
You set them up and I'll knock them back, Lloyd. One by one.
We are gonna read Booze News, cause it's really fun.
Once it hits your lips, it's so good.
Hammer and Nigel present Booze News, Booze News. Time for Booze News. Okay, so do we all, by now we know what dry January is. Do we understand what dry January is supposed to be?
If you don't know what it is, stick around because the person that's doing it will tell you they're doing it 13 times in a 5-minute span.
That's right, including this woman. A reminder, some are still having a dry January. That means they take January off of drinking. They're coming off the holidays, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and they've overdone it, and they want to take January off, kind of a detox. So here's a woman. This is a video from late December. It's gone viral. She's asking all her friends and family to do it with her, to do dry January with her, and she posted all their replies.
What do you think about doing dry January with me?
No, we're going out the day that I land. January 4th, we're going out, babe.
No, absolutely not. Get off my phone.
No, why are you considering?
No.
Can we do it, February? That would be much better. I go to Cabo.
So no.
I'm going to accept Cabo.
Good for those people.
Was very successful for this particular woman in her efforts to at least recruit some accountability for her going dry in January.
I'm going to do a bit where I call all my friends, and I'm going to say, we're doing a bender through December. Who's in? Bender through December. We're going to drink every day, every month. Yeah. We're going to show up to work hungover because you know what? Getting paid to be hungover is a hell of a lot better than doing it for free.
That's right. According to Business Insider, 85% of Americans eat at McDonald's at least once a year. That's a very high percentage.
Our pal Jeff Boggs eats there eight times a day.
Every day. Multiple times a day. Here's a question. Is there anything healthy to eat there? According to Business Insider, here are the healthiest menu items you can order. The apple slices. Yeah, that's what I go do when I pull in the drive-thru at McDonald's.
Right.
I'll take an order of apple slices, please.
Like when the kids are saying, Dad, can we go to McDonald's? Sure, but you're only getting apple slices. That's awful.
Egg McMuffin is at number 2.
That is not bad, though. That's not bad for calorie counters.
Yeah, 300 calories and 30 grams of carbs.
17 grams of protein, though. So you have that McMuffin in the morning. It's 310 calories, but you got protein, so you're not as hungry throughout the lunch hour.
See, we are already making you healthy here in 2025. Number 3 on the list of healthiest things to order at McDonald's, McCrispy. The fried chicken isn't ideal, but it's only got a 470 calorie count. Comes with 26 grams of protein, Hammer.
The protein's key, man. That's what keeps you from just being a fat pig like Pritzker all day.
Oh, jeez. That poor governor of Illinois taking some shrapnel there. Followed by the McCrispy, and at number 4, the healthiest things to order is a hamburger. And then it's some sort of McCafe Americano, caffeine fix, 0 grams of sugar, and then a vanilla cone, rounding out
the vanilla cone
6.
is 0 calories because the ice cream machine doesn't work.
That's it.
If you missed it, we've got Donald Trump taking the oath of office. We will have that audio coming up. It's Inauguration Day here on the Hammer and Nigel Show.
If you're a tequila lover and you have not tried Hammer and Nigel's Tequila by Hiatus, what are you waiting for? You can pick up your unique bottle at any Ale Emporium location near you.
It's smooth, it's flavorful, it's crafted for those who appreciate a good tequila. Hammer and Nigel Tequila by Hiatus, available at any Ale Emporium location. Fishers, Greenwood, or Castleton. Must be 21 to purchase. Hurry. Half of the inventory is already gone. Get to an Ale Emporium today.
Has the holiday season left you overwhelmed, stressed out, and overweight? Do you feel frustrated when you think about what you need to do to be healthy and feel better? You deserve a simple approach to a stronger, healthier, and more enjoyable life. Exercise Inc. has been helping people in Central Indiana reach their health and fitness goals for 20 years. The approach is simple. Strength train with a certified coach once a week for 20 minutes. Adopt the 9 simple habits you need to follow to change your health and lose weight. Then get out there and enjoy life, because you'll be stronger and have more energy, and you're going to feel better, and you'll lose weight, and you'll probably even look better too. And you may even be able to get off of some of those prescription medications. Exercise Inc., Avon, Brownsburg, Greenwood, Zionsville, and now in Fishers. The studios are private, no mirrors, no music, and no spandex. Just you and a professional coach working to reach your goals for the new year. Go to exerciseinc.com today to sign up for a free consultation.
Hammer and Nigel here. It's a new year. Time to keep that promise of getting your testosterone levels checked. Lacking energy, muscle mass, or have low libido? Could be low T. Testosterone therapy, or TRT, may be the answer. Nobody matches the experts at Low T Center. And don't settle for a standard dosage TRT plan.
For current patients, Low T Center offers $150 referral credits when you refer a new patient. LowTCenter.com to book that appointment right now. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline nasal spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Indiana is in crisis. Our blood supply is critically low and patients' lives are on the line. Trauma victims, cancer patients, and newborns are waiting on you. Your blood ensures people in our community can receive the life-saving care they need. Hope is the heartbeat of our community. And right now, that hope relies on you. Schedule your life-saving donation today at versity.org. Hope, it's in our blood.
What is 988?
It's a free 24-hour suicide and crisis lifeline.
And what is a crisis?
Maybe something you experience so often.
You don't even think it's a crisis.
Anxiety over money.
A stressful relationship.
Concerns about a loved one's mental health.
If you are experiencing thoughts of suicide or mental health or substance use crisis, call or text 988.
It's a listening ear.
And it's a way forward.
Hey, Bill, where you been? You're overdue for a haircut.
Man, listen, my water pipes burst and flooded my house. Place a mess. I've been staying with my daughter till I can figure out what to do.
You trying to fix it and move back in?
No way. It's too big a mess. It'll cost me tens of thousands of dollars. I ain't got that kind of money.
You trying to sell it then?
Well, that's what I'd like to do, but who's going to buy my house in this condition?
Did you call Simple Quarters?
Simple Quarters?
Simple Quarters bought our house when we were in a jam. We needed to move real quick. They closed fast and gave us cash.
Simple Quarters will buy in any condition?
That's right. They buy as is. You don't have to repair anything or clean anything out. It's simple.
What do I have to do?
Just call them. They'll do a quick walkthrough, then they'll make you an offer.
Simple Quarters is a local Christian company that loves to help people in difficult situations. Call Simple Quarters at 317-900-HOME. That's 317-900-HOME. Check us out at simplequarters.com.
Book your custom patio project before March 1st and save up to $2,500. Indy Decorative Concrete, the patio experts. Big enough to service, small enough to care.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Marek Mazurek. Terre Haute-based TransCare Ambulance Service is looking to boost its ongoing support for veterans with a new program to provide a pathway to employment. Operation EMS is an initiative from the emergency medical care provider to give veterans transitioning back to civilian life the opportunity to earn a job as an emergency medical technician. TransCare Chief Operating Officer Justin Farrell said the program can help give veterans the structure they're used to in the military.
So a lot of times veterans, they have trouble finding what they're going to do next. They're used to that structure. They're used to certifications. They're used to different levels that they get to in their career in the military. So that's that same kind of, concept that we have, but with a high demand of personnel for EMT and paramedics, it just kind of makes sense to target that market.
The Operation EMS program is an 8 to 10 week course that gives on-the-job training by the company's own instructors for participants to earn their EMT license. From there, they could go on to seek a full paramedic license that TransCare says it will pay for. From the #1 source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
At Indiana University, we're undaunted by challenge. We take the lead. We don't follow the crowd. Embracing the future with creativity and bravery. Unapologetically optimistic. Equipped with the knowledge and intention to change the world. Because bold is who we are. 9 campuses, 1 purpose. Creating tomorrow, today. Indiana University. Bring on tomorrow. Join us at iu.edu.
Notre Dame football coach Marcus Freeman felt more comfortable talking about the national championship his players have a chance to win Monday night than the history attached to it if they pull it off. Still, it's hard to ignore the connections between Freeman's fate and all that's happening in the U.S. on the day of the big game, as Freeman is trying to become the first black head coach to capture a Division I college football title. Notre Dame's meeting with Ohio State tonight comes as Americans celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day. That Freeman's potential breakthrough comes more than 40 years after a black basketball coach first did the same, and that it comes against a backdrop of a mediocre minority hiring record that has shadowed college football for decades is a sign of how far those sports still have to go. I'm Mark Mazurek for 93 WIBC.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, the cold you've put up with today is something you'll be dealing with tomorrow. Why Governor Mike Braun's choice to move on from DEI shouldn't come as surprising, and John Herrick provides a reason why your heating bill may have gone up as these temperatures drop.